Hello, everybody. Welcome to After the Credits number 110. Back another week,
Another
another
week,
incredible week. Ben
another
is
week
here
on that road.
today. Ben, how are you?
Hello. Tired, very, very tired, but I'm good.
How were midterms, if you're allowed to say? How'd they go?
Let's see. Two of them were good. One of them was a struggle, and one of them I haven't got my grade back, but I think I did good. So we'll
Okay.
see. We'll see.
Love
Nervous
to
though.
hear it. I have fortunately never had the stress of a midterm, and I am forever grateful for said
Sounds
lack
awesome.
of stress. That's mainly a college thing, right? Like that's not a high school thing, right?
High school do them, but in high school they don't really matter.
Okay.
Like
We had a weird
college,
we didn't have...
my midterms were worth like 25% of my grade. Like
Okay.
25 to 30% of my grade each. They're just annoying. And also I'm on the quarter system, meaning instead of semesters, meaning I have 10-week classes. So I have a midterm in week 5 and I have a final like in a month pretty much.
Okay.
So they're really annoying.
I'd imagine so. I think tests should be outlawed. I think we should eliminate tests and I don't know. I think that'd be nice.
I mean, before AI became a thing, I would have campaigned for like final essays and stuff. The problem is with AI, it's just so hard to do that right now.
Oh yeah, no, like shout out to all the teachers now that have to
I know, right?
Like freaking being like, oh yeah, I wrote my paper with AI.
Like
that
there's AI now 4 years old. Like there might be people graduating this year that started college and have written only AI papers.
That's terrifying. That is genuinely terrifying.
I know, right? It's a possibility, and it's like there some big people in like 20 years. It's gonna be some big scandal that they use AI for their final or something.
Oh yeah, I think we're about to hear about a lot more like lawsuits in these big industries being just like sure. Oh, you actually don't know what you're doing. You have no idea. Like I think in some areas it'll be like whatever, it's fine. But like medical school, if you're going for like a lawyer, if you're going for these, it's like
I'm in business school right now, and I'm planning to go into law school in 2 years. So, and that's the point where I'm like, I'm not going to use AI, but I know peers of mine are going to use AI, and I'm like, it's annoying.
Yeah, and I bet there is that like temptation always at your fingertips of like, I could find this info, right? Like I mean, is scary. Like,
no, I've had teachers tell me literally to use AI, but only to find information.
Yeah,
they've told me to use it. They don't tell me to use AI to do stuff, but they have straight up told me AI, if it's easier, use it to find the information you need to write the paper. Which I still don't trust, but
that's a line that's interesting to walk to, because it's like, is it different than Google? Right? Because that's kind of what Google is to an extent. But
the thing about AI, it's more of like, it's more accurate than Google, but not yet, if that makes sense.
Hello.
Well, hello.
You're
hello
earlier
there.
Than I thought, Taz.
Yes, I'm prepped. I got all of my Nuka-Cola sodas. So
you promised us 10 to 15 minutes late. You're not even 5. So
yeah,
awesome.
You have to leave and come back in 10 minutes.
I thought I was going to be fashionably late.
What's your thoughts on using AI in college, Taz? As someone who's not currently in college, what's your thoughts on that?
Man, so kids have it easy nowadays, honestly. However, there were the early... So when I was in school, there were the early onsets of AI. If you ever heard of a little program called, like, I think it was called Socratic or something.
Okay.
It was, so basically you could take a picture of a question, and then it would do basically what AI does. Search a database, figure it out. Anyway, for classes that don't have anything to do with your major, I say go for it. But if it's something that you actually need to know and something that you actually need to learn, like if you're in school to be a doctor and you're using AI to like help you pass all of your like doctor exams and things like that, absolutely not. But if you're taking, calculus and you don't need it, then go for it. use the tools that you're given.
Yeah.
At that point, you know what I mean?
The class that I think I've used AI the most in one class, which was a summer math class I took, and just to make sure my answers were right, I did it and I used AI before I turned in the answer because I didn't want to get it wrong.
Oh, interesting.
That's the probably biggest set
I will say it's very helpful for a study guide. So I had to recently get another certification for work. And I used it, so I needed to like cram for this test. I had 2 weeks to study for it. So I told it all the information that I needed to learn in this amount of time, and it made a day-by-day study guide to help me study for the exam. And the exam went really well. You couldn't use that on the exam, but use it to help consolidate the information that you already have, and then use it as a study tool and a resource, not necessarily something to do the work for you.
No, for sure. Yeah. No, I know people from previous classes. I've had classes where, you get a cheat sheet, like a little piece of paper with notes on for the exam. And people have used AI to like comprise all the information in one piece of paper. And I think it's worked out for them.
Yeah. But then my brain, as someone who's not in college, so I have like no room to be like, oh, you should, I'm not doing it. So like, don't listen to me. But like, I'm also like, yeah, but then there's people that used to like do that for money, right? Like people would like you could hire them and they would put together these cheat sheets for you. And so like, I don't know, like there's always this like, but also like, am I going to be the boomer in like 10 years? Where like it's the like norm. It's like everyone is using it. And I'm like, back in my day, we didn't have artificial intelligence.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I think honestly, it's going to go the way of like a calculator or a computer, right? Like think about how like, oh, using your phone in school was bad back in the day, or using a computer in class you couldn't do, or oh, you're not going to have a calculator in your day-to-day life. Now your phone has all the information you could ever need in your day-to-day life. And if you're at work and you need to look up something that you forgot really, really quickly, you've got
for sure.
You've got a computer in your pocket. Like
I mean, I'm the youngest one here, I believe. And like ChatGPT came out when I was in 11th grade, I think. And I remember there was like all this information that we were getting about this. And it was just, my mind at the time was like, oh man, I wish this was a thing when I was like early high school. It would have helped the last 2 years, but okay. Because when I got to college, I just realized I didn't like using AI because I like writing my own papers.
Yeah.
But it was a tool that I wish I had when I was younger, but I don't know if I would have used it.
I mean, think about it this way, right? Is either get with the times or get behind. In a lot of ways, it's like, oh, if you're not on the latest social media, how are you going to grow an online presence? If you're not, using the latest, technological devices, like if you're not on, one of the latest iPhones or one of the latest Android phones, like you are being left behind as far as features go. So I think in a very similar way, as much as we like to not necessarily downplay it, but like push it off to the side and say, oh, like AI is never going to replace this and that, whatever. Like 100%, it's not going to replace like, actual creative work, but it is going to help make workflows smoother, right? That is a requirement of a lot of like corporate jobs now. Just like, using Microsoft Office and Excel and all of that stuff is so prevalent, right? Coding. Yeah. So all of that stuff is so prevalent. It's going to be eventually a requirement is to know how to, run AI processes to simplify a workflow and to streamline a workflow. Because if you're not using it, then you're not going to hit your deadlines at that point, right?
I think. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, like, it is getting to a point where it is getting really hard to fight the flow to an extent, and I'm still going to be like out there being like, well, no, we shouldn't be doing this to the extent we are. I do think we're heading towards another big strike, though. I think within the next year, maybe 2 years, there's going to have to be another entertainment strike because it needs to stay out of the mainstream creative.
No, don't use AI. Yeah, don't use AI for creativity, but like I think if people use AI, it should be used as a tool to help with something, not do it for you.
Yeah. I mean, you saw how much AI was used during those Super Bowl ads. Like,
oh god, yeah,
dude. Like, I was shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, they like
I know, spend $8 million every 30 seconds for that.
Yeah, man. Like that is the perfect example of how not to use AI. But again, I think in the context of a study guide, of something to consolidate a workflow or automate a workflow, right? Think about it. If you have hundreds of emails to respond to, wouldn't it make life easier if you had an AI process that could filter out all the, unnecessary nonsense that you don't need to worry about and say, okay, hey, these are the most important things. I've, organize them into time-based order, like these are the most important and you have to get these done now, and here are some automated responses that I've made, edit them to your to your liking. I think that is something that would be so helpful to so many people's workflow. Like again, think about the amount of jobs that can be taken over by AI, but think about how you could prove your worth as an employee if you can then use it within your own workflow to not only justify your job still, but show that you again are still with the times, able to keep up with the latest technology and stuff like that. And again, you're seeing that even in the games industry now, right? On Steam, you have to, as a game developer, you have to say if AI was used in the creation of the game, right? And a lot of these big game studios are coming out saying, yes, we have that disclaimer on there. Yes, we did use AI, but it was to like fill in gaps during development. It was to, basically fill in blank space so that they could test the product and then be able to make those things in a much faster time frame than they otherwise would have without the use of those automated processes. And think about all the stuff that's been happening with Microsoft now too, right? Is they are a very heavy AI first, AI in front company now. Like, you get a new Windows 11 computer, whether that be a desktop or a laptop, you're going to be smacked over the head with that Windows Copilot and all of that. All of the different, even the Microsoft Office apps now have all of these little like AI things, download the latest version of iOS and they're, shoving Apple Intelligence down your throat. Like, and here's the best thing about that. You can turn that off. You can uninstall it. That's what I did when I got my new computer. I uninstalled all that, Microslop stuff like day one. I don't have to use it. But am I handicapping myself by not using it for the future? Possibly. Will I have to then cave in and do and go with it in the very same way that I think we've had this discussion before about long form versus short form content. Think about when like TikTok really took off, Shorts took off, Instagram Reels. I am not a massive fan of short form content, but if you go look at my channel, what have I been uploading the last 2 months?
You have to adapt.
All short form, and you have to adapt. And that has gone from, videos getting, in the, 20, 30, 40, 50 to, a couple hundred views to I edit together a short really quick in like 15 minutes and it gets 1,000+ views. Like, why wouldn't I do that if that's what, in that regard, what the algorithm wants to see,
Sure.
Yeah, I think there needs to be rules before we can fully dive in. Yeah. Like if there was, and this kind of goes into one of the things about like that we'll talk about later with Fallout, but it's like in theory the concepts aren't bad, but they're being used wrong, which then we have to be like, whoa, no, like on paper right now it's fine. But in 5 years, it's going to be too late to go
especially back. With the way AI has grown. Like I remember about probably a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was using like AI's photo editing software. It wasn't great. Within the last year and a half or 2 years, it has gotten so much better.
Yeah.
Like you won't tell if this photo's edited. You will have them wear an entire different suit or the background entirely different. You don't know it's edited.
Yeah.
You won't look at it.
Yeah. But enough about AI.
Yeah, we could have a whole stream about that.
And we have, Taz. We have had whole streams about it.
Shout out Darth Vader AI in Fortnite.
Oh my god. Yeah. Let me say hi to the people in the comments before they leave in protest of us not saying hi to them. Chris is here, says hi Darren. Hey Ben. What's up, Chris? How's it going?
Hello, Chris.
Harrison's in the chat. Hello, Harrison.
Hello.
I guess actually we're going to be talking more about AI because there's a bunch of comments about it. After 2 degrees at uni 3 times, I've had enough of finals and midterms in my life. I feel ya. Hell yeah.
I'm a Bivden major, so.
Yeah, dude.
Chat GPT just came out the year I graduated, and programming teacher encouraged us to use it, comparing it to a calculator. I wonder if he feels the same way now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, when it came out, it was so new. Like, I remember the AP stats teacher in my senior year, he had a whole class.
Thank you, Harrison.
At the last 30 minutes of actual class with specific students who wanted to learn more about AI because he was so interested in it.
Sure. If you type AI at the end of your Google search, you won't get the Google AI response.
Really?
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, mine is AI. Sorry. That's interesting.
That is interesting. But also,
let me see.
Is there any difference in doing that? Like, you get the Google. I mean, I guess Google AI is not always right.
Let's see. So I'm gonna just I'm gonna search Fallout. Oh, there's no. Okay, hold on. Let's say
this character died in Fallout Season 1.
Who's the ghoul Fallout?
Oh yeah.
Let's search that.
It should give
AI.
Yeah.
Minus AI. Okay. Yeah. So here, let's do this. Share screen. Okay. So this is what pops up when I type in who is the ghoul Fallout. Obviously, you've got your AI overview there.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you then type it in minus AI, then you get your standard Google search from back in the day. Here's your little Wikipedia page about Walton Goggins playing Cooper Howard.
You're saying that's not known enough. People ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, that's a good little trick there.
It is, yes. Yes, it is.
Nice.
Really nice. Yeah, I don't know. AI has been done to. I just don't like when creative do. Like, I remember when Secret Invasion came out, and that really pissed me off. The entire show.
Again, I also hate when companies use it and try to act like they're not using it. Activision.
Yeah, Marvel never addressed it.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing: is Activision didn't say anything about using AI in Call of Duty until so many people called them out on it, and they're like, "Yeah, well, we use it in certain areas to streamline production and all of that." But they literally released a bundle with a 6-fingered zombie Santa Claus in Black Ops 6. Okay, cool.
At least own up to it. Even they know they're gonna get hate, but at least own up to it.
Yeah.
Taz, have you talked about State of Play yet?
No, did that happen today? I've been at work literally all day.
Yeah, they announced.
They announced the date of when it's going to be, but I don't know when it's used.
Okay, the only thing that I saw about State of Play is that apparently the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is not going to be there. However, it's apparently releasing relatively soon. And I think the only other thing that I'd be super interested in there is going to be the Wolverine game.
I feel like it's slightly too early for that. I feel that'll be the next State of Play.
Maybe. Well, isn't it supposed to come out this?
It's meant to come out but it's meant to come out in the fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Daredevil will be there. I think they will for something.
Good for good.
You think Daredevil's going to be there?
What's that?
You said Daredevil?
I mean Wolverine. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was okay. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Going to be in the game.
Let's talk about that. Did you see that? Did you see the post?
Yes.
I think that's just a clever tongue-in-cheek.
I do too.
Joke, and everybody's looking way too far into it. I think 2026 is the year of everybody taking things way too far and conspiracy theoring the crap out of everything when it's not that deep. You know?
Yeah.
This is interesting that it's an entire hour. I think that's the thing people are freaking out about, it being one of the longest ones we've ever had.
Yeah, I mean, for the Wolverine game, I think I also just see a bunch of X-Men appearing rather than just Daredevil.
Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna talk about Marvel Rise of Hydra.
Yeah.
Because that thing didn't that get indefinitely delayed?
Yeah.
I'm feeling that thing that might get canned though. I really hope not.
It looks like they're done. That's what sucks. It looks like it's pretty much done.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's not like the Wonder Woman game where we got nothing on that and it was just canceled.
How much do you know about all the Ubisoft games that just got canceled recently?
I've heard.
And including the Prince of Persia remake that was apparently like basically done, and they were like, yeah, they did the same thing that they did to Batgirl with it.
I didn't think that something like done could be canceled until Batgirl.
Yeah. And now, but here's the thing: it happens all the time. If you are ever like just wanting to go down a rabbit hole, just look up a bunch of canceled game projects. Like there's so many games throughout the years that have been in various states that have just been canceled. Like there was actually some footage of a Dark Knight game that was like almost in the style of Arkham that was supposed to come out like I think in between Asylum and City or something like that. But it was and they ended up not wanting to release it because they didn't want to taint the Arkham franchise.
But they still made Origins. I mean, Origins is good, but
yeah.
I mean, the only canceled game I can think of from that I found out recently was the canceled Stranger Things game that Telltale was making.
Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting.
They were making canceled. But the reason that game got canceled is the studio straight went bankrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cody, the canceled Damian Wayne Batman game, which kind of got turned into Gotham Knights. Not kind of, it did.
Yeah.
The CW show?
No, the game.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
The game that is actually just as good, if not better than the show. Do with that what you will.
Any chance we get Spider-Man 3 shit or no?
No, because here's the thing. If you remember the Insomniac leaks, right? So we're getting Wolverine.
The Venom game's first, right?
Then we're getting a Venom game.
We don't know.
And then I think we're getting another Ratchet and Clank game in there somewhere too.
We are, but that's meant to come out after Spider-Man 3.
I don't want a Venom game. I really don't want a Venom game.
Here's what I think.
Well, but it's gonna be Miles Morales. It's gonna be Miles Morales 2 basically. So it's gonna be like a small game, like a mini, like a $40
I'd rather
game.
if they just focused on 3 though. Like I don't need.
I mean, we're still gonna get. I think we'll get 3 in 28 realistically. 28, maybe 29, but probably 28.
Here's a crazy crackpot theory. I wonder if they bring back that canceled online mode and bundle it in with the Venom game. That'd be pretty sick.
Great. The Venom game, the reason I think it might be canceled is for the one reason that on that canceled week, it was meant to come out before Wolverine.
Yeah.
At this point, we're gonna still get Spider-Man 3 before GTA 6. So
it's just I think
right.
I think the momentum of 2 is kind of like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they have it in them to do the Venom.
I mean, would they?
Well, here's the thing. I didn't love 2. Like I didn't. 2 was good, but like gameplay wise, 2 has superior gameplay, but it's almost like a Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2 situation.
Fair.
Like I prefer the gameplay of number 2, but I prefer the story of number 1.
Fair.
I mean, I agree, but that's like my favorite, like one of my favorite like superhero stories of all time.
Yeah.
One.
Also, 2. When I was playing 2, I enjoyed it as much as the first, but I've thought about it so much less.
Mm-hmm.
I think part of the reason is those canceled DLCs, but
I think it's.
I mean, I do still have my 19 inches of Venom, so that's cool.
Well, also for the Venom game, would they have gotten Tony Todd the voice before he died?
You're right. Probably not.
No, because he said that they had 90%. Before he died, he had said that 90% of the dialogue he recorded didn't make it to that game. Would they have enough for a Venom game?
Maybe.
Probably.
I just think there's so many Marvel characters they could do a thing on. The idea of Venom being one of them is just like, I don't know.
I mean, realistically, Carnage. I think the Carnage tease from Spider-Man 2 is meant to be in the Venom game. I think that is where that's meant to go.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know. Just give me Wolverine, give me Spider-Man 3, and then in 10 years, give me my Daredevil game.
Exactly. I mean, we're meant to get an X-Men game in 2030 if the weeks were right.
That would be, that'd be sick too if they could.
Also, speaking of the X-Men, literally 30 minutes ago, I finished X-Men 97 for the first time.
Let's fucking go.
I had never seen it because I wanted to watch the original series first, and I just never got around. I finished the original series a few days ago. It was good. But X-Men 97 was fucking fantastic.
It is. I love the 90s show, but 97 takes everything that works about that show.
It does.
What doesn't work and like pedals to the metal
Seriously.
times 1,000. What do you think of episode 5?
Okay, I had known about episode 5 because I was part of the. I didn't know.
Don't
about
spoil it for him because he hasn't seen it yet.
Gotcha.
But
I didn't know about the ending
97.
of episode 5.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know about the ending of episode 5, but I knew the idea of episode 5, and I knew it was pretty much the highest rated episode that season. I believe.
Yeah.
Wait, do you guys want to see some leaked footage of the Daredevil game?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. Here's just a teaser, a leaked screenshot of the Daredevil game. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
What are we doing here, Taz?
I'm wondering.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
Great stuff.
I was like,
I'll be here all week. I'll be here all week.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, X-Men 97 is genuinely, I think, one of the best superhero shows I've seen in recent years.
We're gonna get you on the train, Taz.
So
Leading up to season 2, I would legitimately like to go on the season 1 journey again because
it's incredibly good. It's like it's the only superhero show I think that's come out in the last 5 years that I actually missed, and for the reason is I just my own self didn't want to watch it about I watched the original, even though I don't think you need to.
You don't need to. No, it works very well. It does the thing I think almost all comic book projects should be doing in a connective universe now, where it works as a singular collective, but you will enjoy it just slightly more if you have the context of some of these scenes.
No, I get you. Yeah, and if I think I can say this now. If it was in the MCU, I think it would be one of the top 3 best written things in the MCU.
It's possibly my favorite. I think it's my favorite Marvel thing. I don't know. That's a hot take. I think that and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are my top 2.
Oh, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is always going to be one for me, but I grew up with it, so difference. But it's the 3 I have above it for me are Infinity War, Endgame, and No Way Home.
Fair.
Because those 3 mean so much to me. But I think it's better written than all 3 of those.
Yeah. So we only have you for a little bit tonight, Ben.
Yes.
So I want to make sure we get to do the thing you want to do the most. So do you want to talk? I'm gonna give you the option. Okay, wait. First of all, did you watch Muppets or no?
I did.
You watched Muppets. Okay.
I did.
Would you prefer to talk about Muppets, Fallout, or some DC news?
I mean, probably DC news. Fallout, I will leave you guys because you go for the Fallout people. I've seen this even, and I'll say this one thing. I love this season. Fantastic season of Fallout. Thoroughly enjoyed it, especially the finale, because I was studying midterm, so I watched the last 2 episodes back to back 2 days ago.
Oh, nice.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
And fantastic episodes. But yeah, I'm going to let you guys handle Fallout.
Okay. We're going to do a couple news stories here. We'll do a little discussion on Muppets. Can I have a lot to say on Muppets? It's not going to be like a deep discussion on Muppets. There's not enough there.
Why not? You can have an hour-long conversation about that. It's great.
Elmo will return in Avengers Doomsday.
You silly goose. Elmo's not a Muppet. He's a puppet. There's a difference.
Oh.
You've been binging so much Muppet stuff.
Today I watched my 6th Muppet movie of the week. It's been great.
I have seen a bit of the 70s show growing up. And then I saw I think I saw the one with Jason Segel, that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And
I have 2 left.
Some random assortments. Like, I'm such a casual Muppet fan, but still, it was
fun. Okay. Let me get together this. So there's a couple of DC news. A little bit of a Marvel news too as well, but not too much there.
Once again, there was news. They were talking the Super Bowl, guys. That's the news.
Clayface.
Oh yeah, right. That.
We were talking about this in our group chat. Clayface moved from September 11th to October 23rd.
Nice.
About a month, a little over a month.
From a filmmaking standpoint, I think this is a fantastic decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From a personal standpoint, I hate this because I start college at the end of September.
Okay, I mean that's fair. That's fair.
But
no, I mean like when this was announced, I was like, why? why do we keep doing this? Ben, we talked about this with Welcome to Derry. We had a huge conversation about this almost every week about like why does the creepy, scary-esque projects always come out not Halloween?
It came out in November, right? Or no, technically Welcome to Derry came out right before Halloween.
The first episode aired right before Halloween, and it ran through Christmas, and we were like, it should have ended at Halloween. They should have started in September. Went through the entire season.
We're gonna get season 2 in 100 years, but they better do that.
Yeah. Also, the original date is definitely a choice. It's definitely a choice for like a horror movie, so I can understand being like, move it a day or something.
I mean, Clayface it's an interesting movie because I also think that Lanterns now have a great release window for this now. Because they have August to September for Lanterns, I think is perfect.
Yeah, this gives them because if this so Supergirl will be June, and so if Lanterns is August, let's just assume it's August. So that's July. That's about a month and a half break, which was the same that we had with
Peacemaker.
Superman to Peacemaker. Yeah.
So
to give everybody enough time to see it, and
which I wouldn't mind that pattern for DC, having a movie every summer and then a month and a half later have a season. I would love that pattern.
Yeah.
And I hope there's like ties to it, right? Like I wonder if maybe Lobo ends up in Lanterns.
Okay.
Like what if Supergirl sets No. No, what if So what if like Supergirl sets up Lobo to then go to Lanterns, whether he be a antagonist or an anti-hero or whatever in there, but just like again kind of that tie-in, sort of like we had some setup of like Rick Flag Sr. going into Peacemaker, a little bit, a little bit Justice Gang stuff too. So
yeah, but if anything, I actually see Oa appearing in Supergirl.
Okay,
I see possibly getting honestly, I see getting our first like Hal Jordan like cameo in Supergirl.
Ooh.
And then
what if they finally do Red Lantern stuff with Supergirl in the movies?
That'd be great.
I would love that.
Give me my Green Lantern stuff. Like we've had so little content. We have a great animated series that no one remembers, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still a little nervous for Lanterns. I'm still a little like that whole thing makes so much sense to be like, oh yeah, have Lobo appear in Lanterns, but like based on what we've seen, I'm like, would he fit the kind of show they're going for?
Okay, truthfully, we have seen stuff probably from the first episode or two.
That is true.
Like that first, like that one scene we have seen of them like walking with the with the ring and like walking in the random dirt road. That is probably from the end of the episode.
Yeah, there's not enough to make a judgment on what Lanterns is going to be.
No one knows. Like, I don't mind Hal Jordan being older, like a lot of people do, because I wish we had gotten young Hal Jordan, but I'm also having hope that they will one day make a prequel film with a young Hal Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, James Gunn has stated he is willing to move around in continuity. Like he's not staying in one timeline directly, which makes
I was gonna say there's been a lot of proof showing that the timeline doesn't necessarily matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Already.
I think he said that he's gonna have flow a lot more like the Star Wars world instead of Marvel, where it's just you go from this point. We'll probably have different names for this era of time, like stuff like that, like pre this, post this. So, and I think it's a good idea because as much as I do like the MCU, I do think they would benefit from having like what I loved about Fantastic Four, other than it being on a different Earth, which was in the 60s.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what was so good about like Phase 1 of the MCU, right? Is like you had Iron Man that was present day. You had Captain America that took place back during World War II. You had Thor, which was like literally off-world. And then they all came together. And then they all came together for Avengers. And then even into like the some of the later phases, like Guardians of the Galaxy out in space didn't really have anything to do with anything until the big movie. Darren, where'd you go?
Bro.
Darren's gone. Okay. That's okay. So, what do we want to talk about when Darren's not here?
Great question. What other news have been out this week?
Well, Oh, here, we'll talk about something. Did you see the Mandalorian and Grogu teaser for the Super Bowl?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So, do you know what that was? Like, what that was a reference to?
I read it, but I forgot. But I did.
Yeah. So it had absolutely nothing to do with anything. I believe it was replicating like an old Budweiser commercial or something like that, but just like in the Mandalorian theme. So it's interesting. It has absolutely nothing to do with the actual movie, but it was there.
It was there.
Dude, I think Super Bowl teasers kind of sucked this year.
Hey, no, you got minions and monsters. Totally.
Well, actually, the only good thing was the trailer for the Cliff Booth movie, the Netflix movie.
That was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't actually seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but it's been on my list.
Oh, you've got to see it. You've got to see it.
It was really good.
I think Disclosure Day was the highlight for me. I thought that was really, really, really good. That's the new Steven Spielberg movie trailer.
Okay. I think that movie genuinely is going to be one of the more underrated of the year. Like, people aren't expecting it to be good, or they're just not expecting anything out of it. And I think people are going to love that movie.
I want to see the trailer for. Did we get a new teaser or trailer for Project Hail Mary?
Almost a 3-minute trailer last night.
Oh, really? Okay.
I didn't watch it because I was like, I've seen enough. I want to go in. I think that's going to be one of the best of next year.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I mean, I remember I was by accident, I was at the Comic-Con panel last summer for Project Hail Mary, and it looked good because that was the first time I had heard about the project, first time I had even seen a trailer for it.
Yeah,
it looked really good. It made me immediately want to go see it, especially since I'm also a big fan of both the book and movie for The Martian.
Yeah,
it has great source material from what I heard, and then you have Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Yes. Their first live action thing. Oh my god!
And it's Ryan Gosling too. So like
Ryan Gosling. This is
that'll give us like a teaser of like what his Star Wars movie will be like too.
I know you go from different. I think the next movie is literally Starfighter. Right?
It's Starfighter, yeah.
I think this is my most that's my most confident movie of next year. That's my most.
Yeah, I guess that's my most anticipated superhero movie.
What, Project Hail Mary?
Yeah.
I would have to think.
That's up there. Odyssey is up there for me as well.
Odyssey is probably mine, just because I'm a huge Nolan fan.
Yeah.
But also, I give Odyssey not technically original. But I give neither Project Hail Mary. So.
Yeah.
What's original these days?
At that point, we're fucking blurring the line of then you're just never getting an original movie again if you have to go down the line of actually
Scream 7
based on the. It's like no. Like if
I just watched Send Help 2 days ago.
I need to get that.
Oh, I've heard that's really good. I want to see that.
Loved it. It's a great original movie. You also have a few jump scares in there, some of which really got me.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Yeah.
So very good. Highly recommend. But that was a really good original movie. Easily, I've only seen 3 movies that have come out this year, but easily my favorite movie thus far that I've seen this year.
Nice.
Yeah, I need to get back to the cinema. I've been out of it because I'm not.
Don't watch Primates.
Don't. Okay. I'm not going to do it. I know I'm going to fail, but I kind of want to make a goal at this point forward to try and go once a weekend. See if I can go. You
should get one of those. Does your theater have one of those movie passes?
I have it. I have unlimited.
Nice.
I pay $200 for the entire year, and so you can go in whenever you want. You can see.
Yeah.
Nice. I could go at 12 a.m. and stay there all day if I wanted to. But last year,
you can see. Oh wait, you can see unlimited movies. I thought it was one movie a day.
No, you can see as many as you want. I could see I could go in and see every screening that they're playing in a day if I
would straight up. If I had that, I would straight up do that. I would go for a weekend and be like, let's see how many movies I can watch before I get tired.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy.
I like a good double feature, but I can't do it too much.
I am also just very sick of movies right now because I don't know if I mentioned it. I succeeded. I watched a movie every day in January.
That's great.
Oh wow.
I watched one movie every day in January.
Dude, I love watching movies. I love going to the theater, but it's such an experience. I can really only do that once or twice a month at maximum. And I love sitting on my couch and watching a movie, man.
That's really good.
And being able to start it, pause it, go make popcorn, go have a snack, go do whatever, come back later. Don't have to worry about if I fall asleep.
I mean, yeah, I'm sorry, go.
I was just saying, my issue with the movie theater is I just can't help but buy something when I'm up there.
Well, that's how they get you. They already took your $200, and now you're gonna give them $20 every time to go buy popcorn.
No, I just bought one of the DC tins last week.
Yeah.
Which I never buy popcorn buckets or any of that, so this was weird for me. But for $21, I got a tin, a card, and a lanyard, a very cool lanyard.
Dude, I still have a overpriced Wolverine popcorn bucket sitting in a box somewhere in my basement because I ordered it off the AMC website when they came back in stock, and I've done nothing with it.
Okay.
I don't need another popcorn bucket. But I guess while we're on the topic of movies, I did see one movie this week. I watched The Gorge on Apple.
I've heard of, yes,
it was actually really good.
Very nice.
Miles Teller, Anya Taylor-Joy,
Yes.
very good movie.
Miles Teller's going on a real good run recently.
Yeah, very good movie. It's definitely not, go into it not really expecting anything. It's like kind of in a weird way, it's kind of a feel-good movie. Like, it's got some action, but it's also got like actually a good ending. Like, very odd one of the, like, a movie like that actually has kind of like a happy ending.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it. I left it feeling pretty good. Like, I was like, oh, this is fun stuff. So
yeah, I didn't expect this from me, but it's really hard for me to watch a movie over 2 hours right now because of the timing.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire month of January, towards the back half specifically, I was looking for movies hour and a half or less.
Yeah.
Like, I can now say I've seen every single Batman animated movie ever made, pretty much, except for the 3 weird Batman Unlimited movies that came out just to promote toys.
Okay.
And it drained me. It really drained me.
While we're on the topic of theaters, and I want to get to this before we have to say farewell to Ben here.
Yes.
The Muppet Show returned this week.
Great stuff.
Man, I'm with you, Ben. I was very casual Muppets. Muppets are a very, a massive pop culture thing. I watched the original movie when I was young and I liked it. I remember when Muppets Most Wanted came out, I needed to watch it because it had Ross Lynch in it, and I was obsessed with Monster and Alley as a child.
Great stuff.
But I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I was very casual Muppets, but they announced this a couple months ago. This was going to be, for lack of a better word, a backdoor pilot.
Yeah, is it a backdoor pilot?
So the idea is we're doing a special. We're doing a 30-minute special. If it does well for Disney Plus, if ratings are good, we will pick it up for full series. But if not,
they were promoting this very well. Like, while I was watching X-Men 97, every time I opened Disney Plus, it was pretty much the first thing that popped up.
No, they've been pushing it very hard. They've been doing all the interviews. I've been loving all the, Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog doing the, lie detector tests and stuff like that, which were very fun to see. And have either of you done, the original Muppet Show at all, or no?
I watched a little bit growing up. Like, my dad, you like to show me some stuff from the 50s, 60s, 70s. Like, I grew up with Batman 60 show and Muppets, which are kind of also one of those thrown in there.
Yeah.
So a little bit, but I don't remember too much of it.
Yeah, I was never necessarily a big Muppets guy. I guess the biggest Muppet exposure I've had is Yoda. I mean,
that's a Muppet test. There's a
but no, isn't he
I get you.
Frank Oz? Come on.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a puppet, but
Yoda is a puppet, but he could technically be a Muppet.
I guess. Puppets
there should be a game, Muppet or Puppet.
Actually,
that's one of those buzz. That would be one of those BuzzFeed things.
From my understanding, it's one of those weird things because all the Sesame Street guys were puppets until the falling out, until rights issues happened, and then they had to split off and be like, okay, we're going off and we're doing the movies, and now we're no longer part of Sesame Street and stuff like that. So
they had some really weird stuff like that.
But I love the special. I thought it was very fun.
It's fun. I enjoyed it way more than I thought it would. It was just, I had a smile.
I was very impressed with how well they did under the time they had.
It was way shorter. I thought it was a full-blown movie. Before going into it, I thought it was a full-blown movie. I found out yesterday or this morning or something that was a full-blown. It was 30 minutes. And I was like, shit, that's pretty good for the timing you got.
Yeah, no, they had 30 minutes. It was a regular episode. They had to reintroduce the concept of, the Muppet Show itself. They had many performances. You obviously, you know, there's a lot of jokes squeezed in there. There's a narrative squeezed in there.
Yeah.
And it never feels Sabrina Carpenter, which I thought she was a perfect like first guest back in really terms of like. Well, first of all, just her chemistry with all the cast was like
it was awesome. No, I loved her. I loved her first scene with forget her name, but I loved her first scene in the special. It was really fun.
Mm-hmm. You know, like her and Miss Piggy is like the perfect combo. Like when that was announced, I was like, oh yeah, of course. Like that's the perfect combination of character.
Yes. And then Seth Rogen, he is on such a high right now.
I made a tweet about that this week. Yeah, that went like, I guess semi-viral. Some people were pissed at me. Some people were.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I mean it's it's viral.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. Do you have 10 million followers? And no, it's not viral.
Yeah. You know, 13K likes is decent for me. I was like, okay, that's nice.
If it's unusual, it's viral.
Yeah. No, I love what Seth Rogen's doing. Like he's with Muppets, with Ninja Turtles, with
Invincible,
The Boys, with Invincible, with the studio currently, like as the key role in that show. Like he is just on a roll. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's on such a high right now. And he have another show, I think, on Apple too. I forget what it's called, but I've heard good things about it. And he just like the studio, one of my favorite shows of last year. Like I genuinely enjoyed the studio. Like, and then with all we've done with The Boys and Invincible, and still trying to get that live action movie made for some reason, he's on such a high. Like I mentioned to people that like he has pretty much the reason Invincible exists, and people are always shocked when I say that. Because no one knows.
I think he's found his place as a producer. I think
yes.
Him behind the scenes as a fan, as a nerd, as a creative mind. Because when they announced he was going to be the one doing the like Ninja Turtles, I was like, the fuck? I was like, no, this is going to be gross and cringy, and and this is someone who just doesn't know Seth Rogen personally, and just the roles he plays. So that was, I guess, a me problem of just assuming what his style would be. Great stuff.
He proved it with me with Invincible, I think.
Sure.
I think that's where he proved it for me. Like The Boys, I didn't know for a while that he worked on The Boys.
Mm-hmm.
But he's even such a massive high right now. Anyway, The Muppet Show.
Great stuff.
That's great. It's like you're right. There's nothing to talk about. It's The Muppet Show.
Sure. Yeah, it's hard to like break down. Like, there's no arcs we can break down. It's like it would be me like
this one piece of dialogue that Kermit the Frog said right at the beginning of this episode means
it'd be like reviewing Jimmy Fallon, where it's like you could, but like you're not going to have that. I don't know, but yeah, no, like I think people are. I'm loving the reception around the show.
I really hope it gets a full series. Like I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I don't see why it wouldn't at this pace.
I don't see why it would. As I said, it's being promoted hella, and Disney Plus originals are very hit or miss for me. But this was a good little original. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I've ever seen a Disney Plus original movie.
Oh, interesting.
Like I've seen special with the Guardian special, Werewolf by Night, Muppet Show. I don't know if I've ever seen a Disney Plus original movie.
I've seen. That's a good question. I saw the Phineas and Ferb movie.
Okay,
sure.
Yeah. That was a Disney Plus.
I've seen that too. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. They've done some. I know that for sure.
Home Alone 6.
Oh, I mean, I saw a bunch of those like straight to DVD live action remakes they did. So I saw Pinocchio. I saw.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. Lady and the Tramp when that dropped on Disney Plus.
I get what makes a Disney like for the Mulan technically wasn't meant to be a Disney Plus original just because of COVID. It released only on Disney Plus.
And that's a thing too. It's like I could say Soul technically, but that's
Soul. So you could say the same thing about Onward, about Soul. You could say technically Black Widow. Like
I was about to say Black Widow. Yeah.
Like what counts of it? Like the only ones I can think of, I know they have the animated Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies, which I've actually been really inclined to see. But
let's see, I saw Noelle around Christmas a couple years back.
Okay.
I saw the not DC Stargirl movie. For anyone
Not
who's
DC Stargirl?
Not DC Stargirl.
Was it as good as DC Stargirl?
No, but it's okay. Luca wasn't technically supposed to be. That's kind of the same thing. Yeah.
It's the same boat. It's just, I don't know. Like Marvel, I want Marvel to release a Disney special that should happen to be an hour and a half. To release a Christmas special that's an hour and a half. It can be cheap, but good writing.
Oh, I saw that really shitty Ice Age spinoff movie they did a couple years ago.
Oh god, that was Disney Plus. Yeah,
that was
yeah.
so bad.
Hey, you said it. We're less than a year now from Ice Age 7 or 6 or whichever one this is.
Oh my gosh.
I think. Oh, that Home Alone reboot they did a couple.
That I mentioned that one, Home Alone 6, which I haven't. I'm doing a weird thing where I'm watching. Before 2022, I had never seen a Home Alone movie, so I decided to watch Home Alone 1 on Christmas Day in 2022. 2023 rolls around. I'm like, I'll watch Home Alone 2. Now it's a tradition. So I watched a Home Alone movie, a new Home Alone movie every day on Christmas, with the most recent one being Home Alone 4.
Oh wow.
You know what the best one is?
They're getting worse.
The first one?
Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers was their best movie.
I have seen a Disney Plus original.
That one is so good.
Original. That was a great movie.
Have you seen that one, Taz?
No, I haven't.
Have you seen like what the movie is?
No. Is it animated?
God.
It's a hybrid.
It's hybrid. It is like Cameo the movie. It's like Ready Player.
So good.
Oh,
but it does a way better job than Space Jam 2 does. It does awesome.
I actually never saw Space Jam 2 either.
Oh, you're fine. Don't watch Space Jam.
If you want to be with the entire movie, like, I recognize you, and then the movie sucks.
Yeah, no, it's like it's a better version of that, but it is really Cameo the movie. Like Batman's in there, E.T.'s in there, Sonic the Hedgehog is in there, Family Guy, Phineas. Like it is like
interesting.
So
it's
good.
Weird. Yeah.
I love it. That was 2022.
Yeah.
Oh no. And from one who never knew anything about Chip and Dale prior to this, they were great.
Oh yeah, no, I've never seen the original.
I've never had, but these two little chipmunks are great, and they made fun of Alvin the Chipmunks a whole lot in that movie.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Let's read some of these comments before we move on to the next. Any other thoughts on the Muppets?
It's Muppetastic.
Muppets fun. I hope they do more. I think I do think it would be an opportunity for Disney though, in terms of like marketing stuff. Like I think a current day Muppet show gives them the opportunity to do so much great. I mean, promo and press for certain.
Like Disney have these IPs that they're like. For instance, did you guys see what they did with what they revealed recently happened with a bunch of Indiana Jones stuff that they had planned?
I heard something about that. Like,
they were going to do an animated series that was pretty much done, and they canceled it before announcing it. And they were going to do a prequel, different than the actual prequel that exists. And both of them were in the works. Both of them had got casting, and both of them got canceled.
Makes sense. Yeah,
it does. There's very little you can do with that character for that haven't been done. However, I think I would have loved an animated series. Just have it take place between movies. I think I really would have liked.
That would have been cool. It would have been really
cool. Because there's a Young Indiana Jones series that exists, and I tried watching it. It's not great.
I think I've seen more of that than the movies.
Really?
I've seen the first movie about 4 times. Each time I'm like, I'm going to go through these movies. I'm going to finally go them. And I rewatched the first one, and I never make it past.
You know the one that I think I've seen the most is, I think the one with Shia LaBeouf is the Indiana Jones movie that I've seen the most. Yeah.
I became a big Indiana Jones fan in preparation for the 4th one, where I watched all 4 back to back, and I loved them. They were and then I watched the 5th, and I'm a 5th defender. A lot of people hate the 5th, but I love it.
Okay.
I'm a 5th defender, but I don't know. I would have loved more Indiana Jones content. We have a great game, which if you haven't played the game, it's phenomenal.
I was gonna say I do really need to play the game because I was waiting to be able to play it on PC. Fun fact: made by Bethesda.
It is, yes.
Developers of Fallout.
Yes, but yeah, it's
where are my remasters, Todd?
No, it's such a good game. It's like same reason I'm really excited for the Indiana Jones game. I love when IPs are actually using their IP.
Yeah.
To do something fun, not to just remake a movie, just to do something actually fun with the IP. I love them doing that.
Yeah. It's actually kind of funny. Oh, go ahead, Darren. Sorry.
Go ahead, because I'm gonna go on a tangent with this one. Go ahead.
No, it's funny that the Indiana Jones game and then the James Bond game are both like younger versions of the character. Yeah, like early days.
I believe the game that came out, I believe, takes place technically between the first and third, because the second movie is a prequel to the first.
Okay.
So I believe it takes place.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second movie takes place a year before the first for some reason.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't know why, but
I mean, Lucasfilm.
Lucasfilm, exactly.
Yeah.
They're known for two incredible things. But still, Disney owns too much.
Yeah.
This is an interesting question, though. And this is something I've been thinking about a lot this week. Like, having gone through most of them. And, like, for those who don't know, like, there's two kinds of Muppet movies. There are, like, Muppets when they are the actual character and they're doing stuff, like, in the real world, like, doing whatever. And then there are the Muppet movies where they are actors playing a role, like A Christmas Carol, where like, oh, they are said characters in a movie.
There's the canon Muppet movies and the behind the scenes Muppet movies.
Sure, yeah. And like, yeah, I'm thinking like, I think they should just do like they attempted this with Haunted Mansion, which they did a couple years back, and I guess it didn't do well enough to do more. They had plans to do more adaptations for like these specials, and like I'd love like Muppets Avengers, Muppet Star Wars, Muppet High School Musical.
I mean, if Simpsons can do it, Muppets can do it.
Yeah. Muppet Indiana Jones.
Yes.
I think that'd be really fun.
I know. I think Disney really should like use more of their IPs that they own, because they have some that have just been in the back burner for years, like that are just sitting there, not doing anything right now. It's like they're actually using Alien and Predator to do something.
That'd be great.
I've heard this pitched a lot, doing Knives Out with Muppets.
Yes, like, that's awesome.
Give
us a Knives Out prequel. It's canon, but everyone's a Muppet and nobody explains why.
No one addresses it. Yeah,
no one addresses it.
Right. That's my favorite thing about those movies is like the actors play it off so well, as if they're not in a Muppets movie. Like they are acting the same exact way they would if it was. Oh my gosh! Like that's my favorite thing about Christmas Carol.
Before I go, I'll say one more thing. I watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit for the first time last month for part of my movie month.
I've never seen.
And I loved the way that because they basically react like these animated characters are real actors, and I love that. It's awesome.
Yeah,
open a movie of that. I'm so excited for Coyote versus Acme.
Yes.
Great.
I'm so excited for that.
Great stuff. But I think this is where I head out because I do have to get ready. Because I have to be somewhere in 25 minutes.
Okay. Anything you want to promo, Ben?
A gift on my Luminous thing. We are closer and closer by the week.
Incredible. Well, go check that out when there's stuff available to check out.
Yes, I will keep you guys updated with that. Also, I have not finished Wonder Man yet, so I will eventually give you a review on that.
Incredible. Well, we look forward to it.
It was great chatting. Enjoyed talking about Fallout. As I said, phenomenal season. So very excited for a season 3. Are they filming it?
They film later this year. Yeah.
Okay,
I think spring, summer.
So probably a December 2027 release or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is what it is. But yeah, enjoy talking about Fallout. I will talk to y'all probably next week.
All right, buddy. See you later, my friend. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Peace.
Thank God he is out of here. Mike, I thought he'd never leave. Goodness gracious.
And then there were 2.
So what were your thoughts on the Muppet Show, Taz?
It's Muppin time.
Could you name me 3 Muppets?
Miss Piggy, Kermit the Frog.
One more.
That's it. That's it.
That's a fun game. Do it like Pokemon style. Like, can you name the Muppet?
Yeah.
That's so fun.
No, I can't. I don't know. Okay. I don't know any of the other ones. I'm sorry.
If they made a Star Wars movie, would you watch it?
Maybe.
No, sure, Carm. Elmo does not. I don't think.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
Apparently. I can name 100, but I'd run out of words. Fair enough. Let's read some comments and then we'll maybe move on to Fallout. There's also a couple other news stories we could bring up if we really want to.
Yeah, go for it.
Roger Rabbit is the greatest hybrid film ever. And Darren, Rescue Rangers is stealth sequel if you'll ever and And you'll love it even more after watching Roger. That is true. I know it's like a spiritual successor of it. Are you like a Roger Rabbit fan? Have you seen it?
I've never seen it. it. I've seen clips,
right.
but yeah, maybe I'll watch it one day.
It's like one of those big movies where I'm like, I know I should. Especially like I'm a big Space Jam guy. That like first Space Jam movie. Oh my god.
I watched that on repeat back in the day.
God. Have you seen what's the other one? Back in Action that they also did like several years later. Back in Action's another really good like live hybrid Looney Tunes movie.
Okay.
It's really fun. Brendan Fraser is the
lead of that. Is he?
So yeah, fun stuff.
Nice.
Jiggle for Fraggle Rock. Oh, this is a thing. The Sesame Street Muppets are Muppets, but studio policies have made things complicated. Yeah, it seems like they were Muppets and then they weren't, and then they kind of are. But we don't talk
third
about
Muppet, Yoda. Take it or leave it.
No. Although I have heard, but again, that's the conversation I've heard online. Is like if you do a live action Muppets, or like if you do a Muppet Star Wars, I mean, do you keep Yoda as like a puppet, or do you do like a live action or do
you do
Yoda?
like a CGI Yoda at that point?
Sure, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think it's funny just cast someone as Muppet and he's just a human pretending to be...
cast somebody and make
make it
like a Yoda costume.
Yeah, do it like it's like Neil Patrick Harris and it's just them. It's just like but they're Yoda, like something silly like that.
That'd be funny.
Muppet Treasure Island. I watched that one the other day and it was very fun. My ideal make a film about the Muppets right now is Fantastic Four First Steps, but keep Ralph Anderson as Galactus. That's the key. One character, keep its humans and act 100%. Yeah. The Adventures of Tintin proves Indiana Jones could work in animation. Just use the Adventures of Tintin as the freaking blueprint. Have you seen that movie?
No, I have not.
It's fun. It's kind of just like a classic of like that like the early 2000s or like the late 2000s era.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah.
Just make it a short round spinoff. That's Kiki Kwan's character, right?
Short round
from Indiana Jones.
Oh, I have no clue. Okay. I haven't seen those movies in so long.
Gotcha. I think that's Kiki Kwan's character, if I'm not mistaken. Clone Wars final season arc as a movie, if that counts. Yeah. Buck Wild was horrific. It was bad. Milan was embarrassing. I did not like Milan. Peter Pan and Wendy was terrific. I was not a fan of Peter and Wendy, personally. If Joe was here, he'd break it down for you, Darren. He would probably break it down for me. Member of the cast.
Let me break it down for you, Mark.
Scrolling all the way up. Seth has become producer extraordinaire, invented so many things. I'm loving him. You watch anything else this week, Taz, that you'd like to bring up?
I caught up with Shrinking, so I'm all current with it. New episodes come out Wednesdays, so whenever you're caught up, then we can definitely start chit-chatting about that on here.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish my Muppets watch through over these next couple of days, and then I think I'm gonna start Shrinking.
Nice.
I'm excited.
How small are you gonna get?
Huh?
You said you're gonna start shrinking. How small are you planning on getting?
About 4 foot, I think.
Okay.
I think 4 foot would work.
Yeah, that's a decent height. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you see the speaking of the little article that came out about Harrison Ford retiring probably after?
Yeah, no, I think I sent that to you. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I'm with you.
Yeah, it makes sense. He deserves to retire. Retire on a high note too. Like this is honestly one of his best roles. That's not Indiana Jones or Han Solo, of course.
That's kind of the vibe I got from Brave New World. is like it kind of felt like he was like, listen, I'm heading out. Let me try
Like
all the things. Yeah.
Yeah, but like oddly enough though, like he seemed kind of checked out in Brave New World, if that makes like he seemed like kind of like how he was in those interviews, which just makes me realize like that was not a shtick that he was doing. Like that just was how he felt. He was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what this movie is or who I am, like whatever. Like I'm just here just to say I've done a Marvel movie and
I think that was it. Like I think he was probably like, I've never done a superhero movie. That's like one of the big things. Let me get some good paycheck to put my grandchildren through college, and then like
I'd say if he was a little like maybe if he was like 10, 15 years younger, throw him in there as like a Jim Gordon in the new DCU or something like that. Like that could maybe work. He's grumpy
I just
enough.
wish he was in a better comic book movie. I wish he was in one that was better.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
feel like
his
they kind of wasted him. Yeah.
And it also sucks for Ross as a character too, because they had to like when you're recasting someone, you don't want it to be a one-off. Like I kind of wish they gave him a different character that wasn't Ross. And in fairness, Secret Wars is coming, so they could be like, okay,
I mean, he could come back, but is he gonna want to?
I don't think Harrison Ford. I don't think we ever see him again in the MCU. If we see him again, it's a different actor again.
Yeah.
And like at that point, it's like, is Ross even important enough at this point? Like we could, I think they could just move on at this point.
Yeah, I think so too.
James Gunn posted something today. Taz, did you see this?
Oh, did he? I did not see it.
I mean, he posts a lot of things a lot of the time.
The last thing I saw was the Supergirl teaser for the Puppy Bowl.
Okay. He posted a photo today. Everyone's kind of freaking out a little bit.
Okay.
I think this might just be a Valentine's Day post, but people are convinced he's teasing something.
Okay.
A movie that we haven't heard a lot about, maybe kind of coming back into the fray of things. Swamp Thing. He posted a picture of Swamp Thing with flowers.
Yeah, that's just a Valentine's Day thing. I doubt it means anything. He likes doing this. Like that just it is what it is. Like it's I don't think there's any hidden underlying meaning there.
Yeah.
Because he would say something, Well, I don't know. Sometimes he has just kind of posted random things and then they end up tying into something, but I don't know. We haven't really heard anything about it recently, so unless there's maybe like a Swamp Thing teaser at the end of Clayface or something like that, I doubt we're gonna really Or maybe he just likes the artwork and that he saw and he's like, all right, I'm gonna post it because I'm James Gunn, I can do whatever I want.
He probably just looked up like DC Comics Valentine's Day photos or like flower shots or something. It's like, this will work.
Yeah. I mean, yes, he didn't post it on the actual day, but like,
yeah.
I
would like Swamp Thing to be one of the upcoming ones. I was really psyched when they announced it. Like, I think out of the announcements, that was pretty high on my list, mainly at the time because I was like, it's going to be a rated R superhero movie. Like, that's exciting.
I would honestly like a Justice League Dark over Swamp Thing.
Fair.
And you could still put him in that, but I'd much rather have like scrap a Keanu Reeves Constantine movie, scrap a Swamp Thing, and just like combine everything and make a Justice League Dark.
I don't know.
Bring back Matt Ryan.
I kind of think they need to be making like regular movies though too. Like I think that's the exciting part about Clayface is that it's not like a superhero romp, right? It is like this is a horror movie. Like Swamp Thing is one of those characters where like, oh, do the same thing you're doing with Clayface right now. We'll put it out in like October, market it to like the horror movie fans, and then just I don't know, get money back from it and profit off of it. And I think like
Justice League Dark could be that too. It could be a team up horror movie. It could almost be like, what if Guardians of the Galaxy was a horror film?
Sure. I mean, like, I'm not displaying that at all. Like, but I kind of think like do something first, and then a couple years down the line.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're not wrong though. You're not wrong at all. Like I like if they announced Justice League Dark, I'd be like, well, fuck yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
I
just want to see Constantine.
Up, so.
Yeah, I just want to see Constantine and Zatanna, and honestly Etrigan as well. Like seeing all of them in live action would be great.
I mean, at that rate, just give me Constantine movie.
Yeah,
like, give me not Constantine 2. I don't want Constantine 2. I guess I can't say that. I haven't seen 1. I guess I can't say that, but I don't know. I don't.
Dude, Constantine 1 is weird, man. And Peter Stormare is Lucifer.
Sure. I don't know. I just don't. I think Matt Ryan just did it so well, and like
they gotta bring him back.
I'm not even saying you have to bring him back, but I think nailing it so well and then going back to. Again, I haven't seen it. I can't say, but like.
Well, you tell me another actor working right now that would be a better Constantine than Matt Ryan. I'll wait. I'll sit here for 3 hours. There's no one, you know?
Yeah. No, like he is the Kevin Conroy of Constantine, and like he will forever be my number 1 choice. Mm-hmm. But also, I understand from like James Gunn didn't work with Matt Ryan. I can understand him wanting to put his own spin on that character.
Yeah.
But then my argument would be like same with Keanu Reeves, right? Like the only reason you bring on Keanu Reeves is because he's a face, right? He is a face. People will show up for like a nostalgic sequel, and I just don't care about that personally.
Yeah, I don't either. I love Keanu Reeves, but I don't have that nostalgia for that version of Constantine, you know?
Short car, absolutely not. Absolutely not. What up, Taj?
What's up, Taj?
I will be curious though, because I do think if Clayface does well, I think we'll probably get a lot more horror movies set within the DCU, and I think that would be cool if so. Like I think there's a lot of rated R horror movies you could do in the DCU. So,
yeah, we shall see, as we always say, we shall see.
We shall. Did you watch the Super Bowl yesterday, Taz?
I did not. I did not watch one lick of the Super Bowl, man. I was just, dude, I like slept most of yesterday, which was wonderful. But I was like, I completely checked out of the NFL this year after fantasy season was over. Like I won my fantasy league. I was sitting back. I was relaxing. My team didn't go anywhere, so I was like, all right, well, there's nothing really left for me. I don't care about these teams, definitely don't care about the Patriots without Brady or anything like that. Definitely don't care about the Seahawks. So I'm like, all right, it is what it is. It's a very, very skippable game. It seemed like it was not very fun. It just seemed very much so like kind of a boring game. And a lot of people seemed to just be like, yeah, it felt like a normal season game. The trailers didn't seem very interesting. All I heard about Bad Bunny was when he was supposed to be El Muerto. So that's all I know.
But it seems like Bad Bunny was the highlight of the game.
Yeah, for a lot of people. Well, I mean, that's kind of what it always is the halftime show is always the highlight. I didn't even see that. So couldn't tell
great.
You one way or the other.
I heard it was great unless you're fucking MAGA, then it wasn't, of course. But that's another I went down that rabbit hole last night. I don't have to do it again, but shout out to. Apparently, it was a very beautiful halftime show.
Yeah. I just like I said, apparently he's very popular. I know nothing about him.
If it
again
wasn't
outside of that random casting,
the Sony stuff, I also would not have known.
Yeah,
and now this, of course, is obviously.
Yeah.
Did you see the Minions and Monsters trailer?
I did not. No.
You're not a Despicable Me head.
I do like Despicable Me. I didn't know that there was a new movie though.
This is what their 7th installment. Is that it? 4, 5, 6, 7th installment. Crazy.
Wow. I actually ended up watching more of the Olympics this weekend.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I was watching a lot of downhill skiing. That was fun.
Okay.
I saw that Lindsey Vonn like completely wiped out without an ACL, so that was awful.
Okay.
For those who don't know, she's like one of the greatest women's downhill skiers of all time. She tore her ACL in practice, and then like 13 seconds into her actual run, she gets tangled in the little like the netting, one of the flags, wipes out, very much so like completely unrelated to tearing her ACL. But apparently a lot of downhill skiers ski without ACLs, like that just happens. Super weird. But yeah, and then I watched a lot of snowboarding, some like snowboard tricks and stuff like that. I'm very much like an X Games fan, so like those are kind of like X Games style sports.
Sure.
And then just like a bunch of random stuff, just kind of like left it on in the background, did things. So yeah, it was actually kind of entertaining. So I'm with it. I'm with it.
I haven't heard much about the Olympics this year. I feel like it's a little less.
Yeah, people aren't really talking about it that much. I mean, it's in Italy. It's beautiful over there. Looks great. Love to go one day.
It used to be such a big thing when I was growing up. Like it was an event when the Olympics were on. It was such a huge thing, and now I'm just like, which is, again, I'm not the main demographic for it either. I don't like sports, so like, of course, I'm not going to see it as much. But like, it's still like, oh, there's Olympics going on, and it's not the biggest thing in the world. Like that feels, it's weird.
Yeah. You ever play Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games?
That's
my dude.
Oh my, 2016 was so good.
Yeah, dude. My brother and I, we had it on the DS, and we would do like the little system link, and we play against each other in that. Like we'd do that in the car. Oh my god, it was so much fun. So much fun.
God, I probably played that game more than I played most games. It's so good. And then they had a rights issue and they couldn't do no more, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
I think I have the newest one they did for Switch, and it wasn't as good. I was really, really sad. I was like, oh, this isn't. Maybe it's like nostalgia. Maybe it's like they kind of made it like a bit babyfied. Like all the games were like really, really, really easy, and I was like, oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I've been playing actually. Whenever I have people over, we play Nintendo Switch quite a bit. Just the OG Switch. But I've been playing a lot of Switch sports, a lot of bowling, a lot of golf, a little bit of tennis.
Okay. I've been considering upgrading recently to
to the Switch 2.
I'm thinking.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think here's the thing. In my opinion, if you're gonna spend the money for a Switch 2, you're better off, unless you specifically want to play the exclusives, you're better off getting like one of those handheld consoles, like a what is it?
Stream Deck.
No, yeah. So in the same vein of that, like the Stream Deck or the ROG Ally, those types of things, those are actually very powerful. Yeah. If you want to be able to play a ton of different games, but if you just want the Nintendo games, then But if you already have a Switch, if you're just playing like party games and stuff like that, then you don't really need the Switch 2.
Sure.
I don't think.
Like I got my mom the Switch a couple years back as a Christmas gift, and then I'm like, well, some of her games can run, like she's struggling with some of the power on some of the games, and it's like they just came out with an announcement like, oh, this game's gonna run so much better on the Switch, and I'm like, okay,
well, and they're releasing like full games on the Switch 2 now. Like like Resident Evil 9 is going to be on the Switch 2 like on launch, which is crazy.
You know what the rumor is? Is we're going to get an import for Wii for Switch 2. So like similar how they're importing like all the classic like Game Boy and stuff for the Switch.
Okay.
There might be one for Wii, for like the original Wii, which that is like could be really cool. That could be that's a mine where I'm like, I'd like to play some like, if I could play my old Ben 10 games on the Switch too. Chef's kiss.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Awesome. I have the Switch 2, is totally worth it. I'm thinking about it. It's just a price where I'm like,
how much is it right now, actually?
500.
Really? Oh my gosh. Dude, get a console, get a PC at that point.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
Wait for a sale. That's what I'll say. Wait for a good sale.
Yeah.
Wait for a good sale, or wait for them to come out with like the souped up OLED crazy version of it, and then buy the old version when it's cheaper. But also too, just know that these prices probably aren't coming down anytime soon because of all the all the PC price issues and things like that, which are going to be affecting consoles once they run out of stock for RAM and power supplies and CPUs and GPUs and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yep. That's why I bought my PC kind of like right when it started. So I like panic bought my PC in December. So, which is still not fully set up because I haven't had the time to. It's great. I played some games on it. I've got Vegas installed. And Fallout New Vegas.
Last news story here. I kind of wanted to bring up. The Punisher Disney Plus special is officially titled Punisher One Shot.
Nice.
Releasing
I did see that. I did see that.
I
just thought about it. It's like a double meaning. Okay. Here, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like, are we under the impression that this is just gonna come out after Daredevil? Like, I'm thinking.
Yeah. Well, if it's gonna release in the summer, then that seems like it'll come out probably like fairly shortly after Daredevil ends. Because if it's starting
I'm thinking, just make this episode 9, right? Like, have the show run its 8 weeks, and the following week just have an extra thing.
Have Punisher.
Let the momentum of Daredevil push Punisher.
Yeah, well, so what's gonna happen is it'll drop after Daredevil, but before Spider-Man. That's my prediction. Because it needs to happen before Spider-Man.
Sure. Oh no, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. No. I'm excited for this. Again, it's hard to get super excited because we don't have a trailer yet. We also don't know what's happening in Daredevil yet, so it's hard to. But that's another thing. Are they able to promote this without spoilers? Right? Like,
that's my thought. Is like, can they promote any of it? Like, that's why we're not getting anything here until after Daredevil, and then we won't get any Spider-Man promotion until after Punisher. Well, I guess they couldn't do that, right? Because the Punisher special is going to be rated R as well, right?
Yeah.
So you can't. Yeah, so you can't force kids to watch a rated R Punisher special to understand Spider-Man 4.
I think Spider-Man's. I don't think you're going to have to know Daredevil or Punisher. Outside of maybe like a reference, like maybe there's a reference of Kingpin somewhere, but I think you'll be relatively.
Well, but isn't there some rights issues with whether or not they can actually use Kingpin in a Spider-Man movie?
You've saying that.
But also it does. I was gonna say, does D'Onofrio actually know the the legal mumbo jumbo around his character being used in a movie or not?
I would not be shocked if he's fucking with us and he's actually.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
I think that'd be.
That'd be great, actually.
Like, he would totally, like, he loves the fans so much. He loves this little universe. I would not be shocked. Like we have Tombstone in there as well. Just kind of fucking around. Like, I would not be shocked at all if he's just in there. I don't think Charlie is, but I think he's coming. I think we're going to get. So if they do one episode a week, ends May 12th.
May 12th, yeah.
Yeah,
I would say they probably dropped 2 episodes to premiere it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, May's summer. Like, May is close enough to summer. Like, that could work.
Yeah.
Well, May 17th or whatever for Punisher, maybe?
Something like that. That'd be good.
Yeah. And then
Spider-Man comes out in June. Okay. No, wait, Supergirl's July.
Supergirl's July, Spider-Man's June.
Spider-Man will be June, yeah. And
it's
then
like
that would be
early
perfect.
June, though, so it keeps messing with my brain. It's like
June that'd 12th. Be perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. I'm excited. And it's called the Punisher One Shot, which is funny because
they used to have one shots. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yes, that, and then also he's the
Oh,
Punisher.
shot.
And he's got, yeah. So like I said, double meaning.
I wonder if this will lead to anything. Like, I wonder if we get like. I don't really want a sequel. I don't really want a whole show. I don't know. I really don't think Punisher works that well in the show.
Really?
Formula very much.
I loved it, but maybe an actual a full-on movie.
I think he works well in movies or just more specials. I think he works in this like, and again, we'll have to see. Maybe it sucks. Maybe we needed more time, but I think he works well in this like, hopefully like 50-minute, maybe hour-long special, just as like a one-off story.
I will say, like, as much as I enjoy Daredevil, the Punisher is right up there. Like, especially John Bernthal's portrayal of Frank Castle, right up there. Like, I think really like the holy trinity of the Netflix characters, Charlie Cox Daredevil, Kristen Ritter, Jessica Jones, John Bernthal, Punisher. Like, those are the three.
I think that whole show has some of the best casting I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, even to the extent of Vincent, I think Luke Cage is incredible. Mike as
Luke Cage is really good. Yeah.
Purple Man is out of this world incredible. Like,
yeah.
I guess the only one you can kind of argue is Finn. Probably maybe could have been done better, but I don't really think that's.
I also think the Elektra casting is great as well.
Yeah, for sure. Didn't we say July?
Oh, it's backwards. Supergirl June, Spidey July. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'll be interesting. It keeps switching to this format. I don't know why it's doing that. All right. So how do you want to do your surprise for today? Do you want to do that after the discussion?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it after the discussion. Yeah.
Alrighty. This is the time of the show where most of you dips out because you don't watch the show, and that's fair enough. But we are talking Fallout
season 2. Let's go.
The season finale. The last episode of the show they ever make. We're not getting a season 3.
Oh no.
We're not getting a season 4. No, I was kidding. We're at least getting a
season 10 seasons of Fallout. We're going to get 10 seasons of 6 seasons in a movie before they release Fallout 3 and New Vegas Remastered. Todd, bring me my remasters.
Give me my community movie I've been promised for years, please.
So, dude, what'd you think? I'm gonna sit back for a minute again because I'm gonna geek out on this forever. But Fallout Season 2, Episode 8, Season 2 finale, titled The Strip or Welcome to the Strip.
Something
I can't remember.
That, yeah.
The Strip, just the Strip, like the Vegas Strip.
Yeah.
Not the stripper. The Strip.
No, I probably enjoyed this as much as I've enjoyed the season, and I definitely feel like you are definitely more into it than I have been. Like, I think this has been like a 7.5 season for me, kind of straight through.
Okay.
I think the whole season has been like good. I feel like I keep undermining it because it is a good season of TV. And again, maybe it's because I don't know the games. Maybe it's because maybe this is the break in between seasons was so long. But no, I think it was a very strong way to end the season. I think all the plot lines wrapped up very well. The emotional moments hit home. There's one plot line this week I think I liked more than all the others that just really tickled my fancy, which we'll talk about that once we get there.
Okay.
And it ended, and I will say there are a couple things where I'm like, I was right on a couple. There was a couple things I was pretty close on.
Yeah.
Like how it ended was exactly how I think we all we've been saying.
Yeah.
The season would
end. It did the thing where it felt more like a mid-season finale than an actual season finale. And I've also seen the criticism that it seems like not much changed between the end point that we leave off of season 1 and the end point that we leave off of season 2. Like, it's very similar, right? Is Cooper's on a mission to go somewhere else to find his family.
Yeah.
We've defeated the bad guy, Lucy's father, again.
Yeah.
Lucy and Max reunite, but there's a greater war happening in the background.
It's
like
been a
we
big
are
season.
like we are kind of more or less in the same spot, but it's similar but different, right? Like, there are so many things that this season set up and confirmed. And again, if you're a fan of the games, it leaned into so many elements so heavily, as far as things that have just been speculated on and theorized about, whether that be, how Fallout New Vegas truly ended, or who is the Enclave and what is their plan, and, what's going on inside of all of these specific vaults, and what happened to the New California Republic, all of these types of things, all of the, even, going back to the New Vegas game, what happened with Caesar's Legion, like, what's going on that front. Like, we've got a lot of answers to a lot of questions, but then also this finale did present a lot more questions as well. And I think before I get into this and before I, just absolutely gush about this season and this episode, I will say my biggest criticism, my biggest critique, I think they once again were juggling way too many storylines. There were a lot of storylines that just felt incomplete, or like they didn't get enough attention, or that I wasn't really invested in them as much as I should have been. Like, we just basically have Maximus casually name drop, or just casually mention, oh yeah, right, the Brotherhood of Steel War is happening. And we get a little bit of a teaser for that at the end, which I loved. But that all that stuff led to that one little post-credit scene teaser moment, which, Darren, I'm sure you don't get at all because you've never played the games and you don't know what a Liberty Prime is.
There's so much of this season in particularly where I think if you're not a part of the community, it's like there are moments in this final episode where I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know who these characters are. Like, especially someone who's not like, this is the kind, like I'll be honest, this isn't the show where I'm glued to my TV the whole time. This has been a season where it's on while I'm kind of multitasking while I'm doing other stuff. I'm not glued to it, maybe as I would have been in season 1. And I think season 1 is more...
It's more accessible
to the casual audience, where this one, it's very modern Doctor Who to me.
It's a lot more hardcore, you're right.
Yeah, and like... I think I talked about this with you. Like, one of the issues I had with this last season of Doctor Who, it's hearkening on things that happened like 80 years ago, like in like, the classic series, and it doesn't do a good job at like explaining it to you and being like, "Oh, this is what it is." It's like, here it is, accept it, go on, and you can watch it, you can enjoy this. I have enjoyed the show, but like, I very much have heavily leaned on you for this show. I'm like, okay, explain to me what these things are, and then I can get excited about it. Like, if it was just me, I don't know if I would have done it weekly for the show if it was just me, because I would have been like, okay, it's what, but
yeah, and I totally get that. I definitely feel like you were, for a lack of a better term, you were lost in the show a lot of times, right? Is like they were again presenting all of these ideas, all of these things, like even something as simple as the NCR soldier coming in there to save Maximus. With the 50 cal. Do you know what that was a reference to?
Nope.
Okay, so I'll pull it up real quick. So that is a reference to the opening sequence, or like it was like a trailer for Fallout New Vegas. So that image is the same as an image from the game, where again this was kind of like an opening cutscene for Fallout New Vegas. And they recreated that with the NCR soldier here in the show.
Okay.
And also a lot of people thought that was Courier 6. Who is Courier 6, you might ask? That's your player character in Fallout New Vegas, who has all of the interactions with Robert House, which Robert House mentions all of the ways people in the Wasteland have tried to kill him. Those are the ways that you can kill him in the games.
Gotcha.
Again, it means absolutely nothing to somebody who hasn't seen or hasn't played the games or doesn't know anything about the lore.
Yeah.
But for those who do, this was like absolute heaven, right? There were so many elements. Obviously, you got the Deathclaw fights, you got the NCR, you got the the NCR Ranger there with the 50 cal. The opening title card was literally in the same font and style, that green that's Fallout 3 right there. Again, so many different elements. Again, the Caesar's Legion, right? They were a faction in Fallout New Vegas, and everybody was like, "Oh, what happened to them? What happened to the Legion?" And then we get to actually see a carry on to that. But to you, you're like, "Oh, this is just some random faction with Macaulay Culkin."
As like from a TV show audience alone, that subplot was kind of bad for me this season. Like from a TV perspective. They introduced it. They did nothing with it. They came back. I didn't really understand what was happening within the scene itself. Then they didn't pick back up on it. I was like,
yeah,
I'm happy to see them. It's cool, I guess, but we're not doing a lot.
But they were a big side plot in New Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, a reference for everybody though. I did think it was hilarious when Macaulay Culkin like took over the crown and he was like, "We're going to New Vegas and we're gonna take over the Strip. We're going to build a giant palace."
Yeah.
And then if obviously Las Vegas, Caesar's Palace.
This kind of makes me like, and this is not like a hit against the show, just on how we do this. This makes me not want to play the games just for this perspective alone. Like I kind of do like being the like, does it work as a TV show alone?
Yeah.
And again, mostly I think it does. I think mostly it does. But yeah, you are missing an experience. Whereas like,
yeah,
I know you didn't like the season, but I think Last of Us works a lot better as a TV show. TV show,
I think Last of Us, out of spite, made me go play the games because I heard how much better the games were than the shows. Mm-hmm. With Fallout, again, it's just more about added context, right? Do you want to get the little fun tongue-in-cheek references to certain things, or do you want to be a little bit more surprised about elements and where they're going with certain things, right? And that's really the only differentiation there. And like I watched this whole season with my dad, and he's never played the games or anything like that. All he knows is what my brother and I tell him about it. And again, he was like asking me tons of questions about it this season, like even a lot more than the previous season, because again, there's so many like random elements that they just pulled and plucked from different eras and different areas, right? So again, I think that the accessibility and the multiple storylines that didn't feel like they connected until the end was the biggest downfall of the season.
Sure.
But in the same vein, I think the fact that they juggled so much, they gave us a very cohesive story that then really came together at the end. And you're like, oh, that's why we were focusing so much on this element. That's why we were focusing so much on this element. That's what made it such a good season, such a good story. I would have to go back and rewatch season 1 to see if I liked season 1 more than season 2. Right now, recency bias. I want to say I enjoyed season 2 more.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it came down to I loved the flashbacks this season. I loved the Cooper storyline. I loved, seeing Lucy's kind of, descent into this very gray area character. And she had a couple of very big decisions this week as well, which we'll get into a little bit here as we continue. But all of these storylines, again, converging here at the very end, I really liked it. Do you want to talk specifics on anything? And then I've got, again, kind of more so like more notes and stuff, bullet points that I want to hit. But anything that you want to talk about, let's do it.
I really liked the Thaddeus Maximus stuff this week, which is shocking to me because I think Maximus was kind of my least favorite character of the season. Like out of the main three, he was the one I was like the least into. But I was so into this like boxing matchup, like betting arena that we had built, everything in there, I think that led to my favorite scene of the whole season for me. Was when Thaddeus is in there and they're all betting against him. He's like, fucking 500 coins that he is going to fucking kick his ass. And I think that's such a great character moment. He's such a plucky little character.
Yeah.
He's so it's interesting to see their journey, because last season they had their they were together, they had their falling out, they ran away, they kind of betrayed each other a couple times, but they kind of feel like bonded a little bit, and I like how
they've kind of become brothers in a sense.
I love the twist, because I you're kind of expecting this guy to be the silly side character that means nothing. He's just there for the bits and jokes, and somehow I almost think he's become my favorite character. Like, I love watching this character on screen. I think he's such a wholesomely fun character to watch, and again, that's like another thing for the casual fan of me, where I'm like, oh, I don't know what's happening to him. I know some people are going to know more than me, but I am curious to see where that's going to go. The fight, those fight scenes were very good. Those were movie level fight scenes. It looked really cool, and I love the bit where he's climbing out of the war suit. He's willing. He's accepting his fate there. He's accepting his death. He's going to go out like a champ. He's going to go out like a baller. I don't really like how they ended the scene. I didn't like, it's like, oh, okay, random soldiers are coming in to stop it or whatever.
But they're not random, dude. It's the NCR. It's the new California Republic.
I don't care.
Right, exactly. That's the thing. Who are these guys? I don't know. Like, they got cool helmets. All right, cool, whatever.
I was ready for the Amazing Spider-Man, was it 2 scene, when all the citizens start being like, he's just a kid, and they all carry him up.
I was
expecting for the whole, it be like the bartender that are literally giving up their money at the chance of winning to help this young kid.
Not.
I was ready for it.
Did you think Thaddeus was gonna single-handedly save Maximus?
Yeah,
pun intended.
Yeah. No, that would have been awesome. No, again, I don't know how. It did feel a little anticlimactic to me, someone who doesn't know. I was like, okay, whatever, that's fine. I do want to know where all the money goes to, though, because he didn't win, right? Who wins that money?
The NCR, technically, I guess. Maybe. Or everybody just gets their money back. Yeah, I don't know. I guess everybody just gets their money back. It was a draw, so yeah.
Cancel the bet. Everyone gets their money back.
Yeah, something.
I did really like the line where it's like, "Wait, you do understand? If he loses, we're all dead."
Yeah. And then the one lady was like, "I don't care. Put me down. Put me down for more."
No, it's so funny. That's so gay.
Yeah.
I have thoughts on the Lucy of it all too. I don't know how much into it all, but this goes into kind of our discussion last week, where I was kind of trying to, I think, justify the mind control of it all a little bit. I was trying to play the devil's advocate until we reached a point where it's like, yes, but people are going to abuse it. It's on paper, it's a good idea. There could be a good, we could find a way to work towards this, but people in power are going to abuse it. And instantly we see him abuse the power by trying to mind control Lucy, where it's like, God damn it.
Yeah, that's the final straw.
Argument instantly, where it's like, if used responsibly, if we could decide and no one would abuse it, I'm kind of like, maybe let's try and maybe give it a shot.
Yeah, you can't just mind control anybody who doesn't agree with you.
That's
right. That's the big moral dilemma there. And I loved the struggle that Lucy had over the last couple episodes, where she's like, he's my dad. He's done all this horrible stuff in the past, unforgivable stuff.
Yeah.
But he's still my dad at the end of the day. Yeah. He's got a good idea, in practice it works. It did save my life.
Yeah.
But should one man be allowed to have all this power? Should he be allowed to play God in the wasteland? Basically is what's going on here. And
who gets to decide who gets to decide what the moral ground is that we place it on? Like, who gets to decide what is a good person? Because what you say is a good person, and what the standard we keep people at is different than what it might be for another person. Like, what it is for Lucy is going to be different than what it is for Hank. And I think that's interesting.
Yeah, and I did also really like how they used the Congresswoman as like the base for that a good person, right? Is so she was hooked up to the mainframe. She had House's kind of, brain melding device on her, and she was the baseline for it. So they didn't really explain, was she Enclave? Was she, coerced into this, or did they just kind of force her into it? I'm guessing with a mind control chip. But anyway, that is again one of the big decisions for Lucy this week. Is she walks in there and she's still kind of like half alive, kind of conscious, whatever. She's just ahead, and she just begs Lucy to kill her, and she reluctantly agrees and does it. She does it with the crowbar as well, which is again one of the weapons that Robert House mentioned that he was bludgeoned with in the games. But that again shows just such a different side of Lucy, because I believe season 1 Lucy would have found another way.
Yeah.
Season 2 Lucy literally crushed this talking head to shut her up. So that's like,
she's crumbling. Yeah, I like that. I like
she's
that.
no longer a bright, sunny, good person, right?
Which is maybe why I liked season 1 so much, right? Because I like it was such a refreshing take on an apocalypse show. Like, I've seen a lot of them. I've seen the Joels, I've seen the Rick Grimes, I've seen the Clark Griffins, and which I love those characters. Those are my favorite characters. But it is so much fun to watch a world that is so dark and disgusting and, played off by a character that's so wholesome and great. And I think that's what makes the show for me is the contrast. And I think without Lucy, the show doesn't quite work for me, because I think you do need that contrast. And she's still that person. Like, I don't think it changed how I felt about the show. But it is definitely interesting to see how her journey has developed, how it's changed, how it's, I don't know, moved on. I do think this is interesting. This is interesting. I have heard this a lot. I know we brought this up earlier on in the season about maybe it being her final.
I don't know. I hope not. I mean, she is becoming very popular, very in demand.
A lot of shows.
I mean, again, as much as I love the Ghoul, I love Walton Goggins, right? But she's the other piece of the puzzle there. She's still the heart and soul of the show, in my opinion, right? Like, this season definitely showed us that it is very much so more Ghoul focused. But at the end of the day, it is her story. It is her fish out of water story.
If Ellie leaves, I think you should wrap up this cast.
Yeah, I think this Fallout show ends and we get a spin-off if she's done after 3 seasons.
Or even just I'm fine with a season 4 that is I don't know, a completely fresh cast, completely refreshed. We've seen that before.
But I just don't see why she would leave. Like, in all the interviews and stuff like that. Again, obviously contracts and everything, but she seems very into she seems very into the character, very into the world. She was talking about going and playing New Vegas after the season, finishes wrapping up and everything like that. So, I don't know. Here, go to chat a little bit more. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, and I'll be right back.
Okay. What was I going to say about it? But no, I do think contracts like that are hard, especially when you have Walter Goggins that have got really popular. This actress has got really popular. And so maybe they just don't want to pay it. Although, it is Amazon. They do have the money to fork out for it. If it's worth it though, because I don't know, Season 2 definitely doesn't seem like it's done as well as Season 1 has. So maybe there might just be well, it's cheaper to I don't know. Let's look at chat while we wait. We are very bad. What the heck was going on in Discord? It didn't work because my Discord was already where you sent it. Like I wasn't scrolled down. So I saw the let's post a bunch of shit to confuse Darren, but I didn't see what came after that. So plan backfired, my friend. Plan backfired. I wish I didn't find Fallout as a franchise boring. Find Fallout as a. Oh yeah, I read that right. No, I don't. Fallout sucks. Y'all can live with it with being wrong. I kid, but I am just. I mean, that's fair. You don't have to be into it, my friend. Everyone is into different things, so that's completely understandable. It's a lot of tying into things the games have left unexplained. Fair. Season 3 is looking to film in May. I am thinking, yeah, and I know Ben mentioned December of 27. I think it'll be a lot sooner than that. I think
it would be spring.
I'm thinking spring of 27.
This, maybe a little bit later than this time, probably like March, April 27. Like wherever the first season, whenever the first season dropped, that's when season 3 is going to come out next year.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
And I actually think you sent it to me, but like that post about them being like, we missed the yearly TV show, and I guess depending if season 3 is the final season, because I could see it being the final season. I would not be completely shocked if it is, especially for like
it's so popular,
preparing for a war. If is it though?
There's so much to do. There's so many storylines, man. This can't all be wrapped up in one season unless it's like 15 episodes. Like, there's so much to do. There's so much to explain. There's so much stuff that we don't know. Like, there's so many things that got cut from this season. Like, remember, we were supposed to get the Lucy figuring out who Cooper Howard is reveal, but we never got it. I believe there was a scene in one of the trailers where they're like looking up at a billboard, and he's gonna have to explain to her who he really is. So that to me means that was supposed to happen on their journey to Vegas, and it never happened. There's so many things that we need to address, and I think. Let's go to the elephant in the room, like the big theory that I have. I'm jumping around like crazy from this, but let's talk about the one of the big reveals in the flashbacks is that Hank was going to marry Steph in the flashbacks, right?
And
so yeah, okay. Yes. Which then ties into what they did get married in the they were going to get married, but they're then married in present day.
Okay.
Technically still, which ties into some stuff at the end with the Enclave and everything. But walk with me here. What if Lucy was born before the bombs dropped?
Okay.
And then she was
in a cryo?
Taken out of cryo. And then
you think that's
basically
her mother?
Raised. What if Steph is her mom?
I did think about that.
That would actually be quite interesting.
Have we seen photos of her mom? Have you seen
yes. So she was in season 1, and she looks like her mom, right?
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
However, think about how Hank had in two different directions, right? Either Hank had absolutely no reservations, no remorse about nuking Shady Sands with her mom there because she wasn't really, her mom. Or he's just like blatantly an evil dude. But I think that's kind of an interesting theory. Wouldn't that be kind of insane that she was born pre-war?
That would be interesting.
Cryoed and then thawed out.
There's so many hoops you would have to jump for me, though. I feel like
there are. I think the more likely option is that Chet Jr. is actually Hank Jr.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to put together the names.
That would be kind of funny too.
I don't know. She just looks so much like her mom.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like so most likely, I'm just grasping at straws there. But it's a fun theory to think about, right?
Yeah, like we at least have to mention it. Like it's one of because like it also crossed my mind. She also just looks nothing like what is it, Heather? Is that it?
Steph.
Steph. They look nothing.
No. No.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see them try and weasel that into canon.
Yeah. That would be interesting. It would be very interesting. Will it happen? Probably not.
No. Yeah.
But yeah. So that's random theory, random tinfoil hat theory. We can put the tinfoil hat away.
That does make her slightly more interesting, though. Just the Hank of it all is like, okay.
Yes, I will say I didn't care much for that like Steph origin episode. But now after this week, okay, I guess we'll jump right ahead. So after everything happens with the finale, is we go back to Vault 31 or 32, where she's still locked up in her office. She pulls out the supply crate of Hank's, and what's in there is a nice, pristine Enclave Pip-Boy. She pulls it out, does her little thing, and is like, hey, this is Steph Harper, Hank's wife, Hank McClane's wife. Initiate phase 2 with all the Enclave craziness. So she was all in on it, right? So she's known about all the Enclave stuff from the beginning. That confirms the theory from last week as well, my theory from last week, who was Hank contacting at the beginning of this season was the Enclave. We see that even Norm's, outcry signal was being bounced to the Enclave servers as well. So they, again, are hovering in the background with all this stuff going on. And the Enclave base, where's the Enclave base? That ties into Cooper's storyline, right? So this whole episode, we've got Cooper reuniting with Robert House. Again, we get our references to Courier 6 and to the New Vegas game. I loved their interactions. Like, it's so, like, playful, yet, Cooper absolutely despises House. House loves the fact that Cooper has come to him and has finally come to his senses and is like, after all this time, you gave the cold fusion to the wrong guy. Now you finally, after a war and 200 years, have finally come back to me, given me the thing that I asked you to give me at the beginning, which could have avoided all of this nonsense. Mm-hmm. And it was, he basically said, I told you so.
Yeah.
The whole time, which I thought was hilarious. And that kind of tied in a little bit, again, to all of the stuff going on in the flashbacks. We'll talk about that a little bit more as well. But Ghoul puts Robert House, or Robert House gives him the little Pip-Boy, which again looks very similar to the Fallout 3 Pip-Boy. So he's got his little house buddy on the screen there, going through the Lucky 38 vault. Bumps into, again, storylines crossing over, bumps into Lucy and her father and all that. Does his whole mysterious stranger shtick, call back to the first episode where he shoots Hank in the butt. He's like, I shot him, shot him there. Now it's your turn to figure out what happens to him. Slides her the little boot gun, which again is a very big thing for him to like give to her. Very interestingly enough. So like, again, it's like that mutual respect. You got the little hat tip. He goes off on his mission. Lucy gets to go, do her thing with her father. We'll talk about that a little bit. Yeah. But Cooper gets down to the vault where his family is, and then our theories, of course, confirmed, is they're not in there. We've got Cooper, again, showing some of the most emotion that we've seen him show. If you zoom in a little bit, there are some tears in his eyes there. But it's not all for nothing. There's a note left behind by his wife, referencing Colorado, because they did talk about it.
Yeah.
In the flashbacks. So he then puts 2 and 2 together and is like, you know what? No. I am, for the first time in 200 years, I know that my family is alive. And that's where he's headed next.
When was that note left?
That's the question.
That's my thing.
That's the question.
Like, no, I have hope. When I'm like, I'd have like a little less hope because that could have been like that could have been 100 years ago.
That could have been left last week. That could have been left. Yeah, you're right. That could have been left 100 years ago. Who knows? So, I want to say that maybe they were let out by Hank when he got there. So maybe they haven't been out for too long. I would like that to be the case. However, I wouldn't put money on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they've been out of there for 30 to 50 years, maybe.
I think from like a TV perspective, the most interesting storylines would be that they were out. Like
they've been out for a while. I think Barb is dead, and I think Janie looks like Barb. And I think she is her age now. Yeah. And I've seen the theory that she is a higher up, if not the president of the Enclave. And unknowingly is like the big bad. Yeah. That would be insane.
I do think we're leading to that. Like, I think that would make just narratively good TV is like, okay, the thing that we started the show on was his daughter and seeing those effects and seeing what he did and how he's basically caused a lot of this and how he at least pushed it forward. It probably would have happened either way, but it seems like he really pushed it forwards. Yeah, her now being like the big main villain.
Yeah.
And he has to reflect on what he's done would be interesting.
Yeah. And here's the other big tie. You ready for this? In Colorado, that's where Vault Zero is. That is where the Enclave headquarters is. So everything is coming together now. Yes, from Fallout Tactics. Yes. Okay. Yep. It is Vault Zero, aka the Calculator's Lair, in Fallout Tactics.
From Arrow?
No. It's in the Cheyenne Mountains. Okay. So, yeah, dude. So that's what we saw in season 1, right? That's the Enclave base there in the mountains. So, dude, it is all coming together. And now we're also left to, again, at the end of the season with the Cooper Howard, a man and his dog, just wandering the wasteland. It's so funny how dog meat will disappear and then just like pop up on the next like travel shot. Is like, yeah.
It's like Jenna in the Flash. Just like, oh, you're back now. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I was very happy with the Lucy and Maximus reunion. I've been waiting for that this season. Obviously, I would have liked more of it, but I think it's a good setup for next season to have like. Next season's going to be very them focused.
Lucy and Max are in Robert's house now.
Yeah. Just on the more like shipper side of things, I think it's going to be a big season for them. I think because we kind of left them being like, oh, you want to like try, like, do you want to do this together?
No. Tell me what Maximus said. What did he say?
I'm not repeating what they did end things being like, we would like to just see what this is and like go on this mission together and try it. And they got separated. So I'm curious to kind of see where they are now. I liked, him trying to like reason with her, I guess, or like try to calm her down, be like, yeah, well, welcome to the wasteland. Like there's nothing you could have done. This is going to happen either way. This isn't completely on you. A war is going to happen if you're here, if you're not here. So and how are we going to deal with it is going to be.
And hey, war never changes.
Yeah. Goes into that thing where it's like the people are the real villains. Like we can deal with like, and I deal with this every apocalypse show I watch where it's like nature's going to happen, but it's how humans reflect on said nature.
Yeah,
is what
you got death claws, you got rad roaches, you got all this other stuff, but it's the humans that are the real threat.
If we came together, we could take care of all those, right? Like, we could easily, if we all came together as one, we could get rid of it. We could get the world back to normal, but people don't want it to go back to normal. People like the chaos, even if they don't want to admit it. Even if they're unhappy, this is the new norm, and it's hard to change a norm.
And that just reminds me. Remember the line that Hank said is that the vaults were not the experiment. Is that the surface was the experiment the whole time, which is again very mind-blowing, like crazy stuff. Again, the vaults are, again, in canon, vaults are made to be like the experiments. What happens if we leave the vault door open, or what if we, this is the gambling vault, all this, that, and the other. But the fact that from the horse's mouth, from the Enclave, from an Enclave member himself saying, oh, okay, the surface was the experiment. So what the heck is this crazy, messed up experiment, right? What the heck were they trying to do? Why would you nuke the world, throw everybody in vaults, and be like, oh, what's going to happen when people decide to come out of the vaults?
Yep.
Like, what's going on with that? Obviously, we got all the stuff with the super mutants as well. We got whatever Thaddeus is turning into. We've got Lucy and Maximus in Robert House's lair there in the Lucky 38. They're going to have to work with House in order to take care of the Legion. They're going to have to team up with the NCR to fight the Legion, and then figure out what the heck is going on with Cooper, because he's going to take on the Enclave, and now, Hank has had his memories wiped, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. What's your opinion on that? Because he's the one who presses the button, not Lucy.
Yeah.
Right? So Lucy had that moral dilemma, like, do I kill him? Do I, mind chip him? Do I let him go? She ends up, chipping him, has this very heartfelt conversation, everything. Again, very emotional, very touching stuff. Yeah. But Hank was basically like, I am who I am. I did what I did. I love you. Peace out. Enclave for life. Hits the button. Mind changes himself.
I was kind of right last week when I said I thought Hank was going to die. And I'd say, I think Hank's dead. Like, I think relatively the Hank we know is gone, right?
Yes.
And there seems like there's no way to get that back. So
from a certain point of view.
Yeah.
I do think that that was a calculated risk. I think the Enclave has the technology to bring him back, right? And now I think that ties into Steph and all this Phase 2 stuff. What the heck is Phase 2, right? So I think that somehow he either didn't fully wipe his mind, or there's some sort of contingency that he has in place, because again, he pressed the button himself. He did not allow Lucy to press that button. So I think that is the big distinction there, is he is still in control. He's always been in control. I think he and Steph are going to reunite. I think they're going to end up in Colorado. I think Hank is going to end up with his memories back and everything. He just did that as kind of a, get out of jail free card. I think by the end of next season, maybe, we're all, the Enclave revealed, the curtain, the man behind the curtain and all that. I think you see Janie Howard as your new president of the Enclave. I think you see Hank. I think you see Steph as the higher ups there, as kind of the, the henchmen. And then you see Cooper there, like, what the actual heck happened? Like, what did I do? What did I cause by not listening to Robert House initially? I should have just hung out with, Robert House and Bobby Apartment more. And then you've also got all of that tying in with the flashbacks as well, right? So Cooper ends up having to take the fall for all of the stuff that went down with the cold fusion, right? As he gets the call and he gets arrested, and this all ties in too with all of the, the communist scare and all of that, and he comes up with this plan. He tells his wife, basically, play along with it. I'm going to do what I can, I'm going to do what I can from the inside. So again, that is still so interesting. Like there's so much there with Cooper and his wife that we don't know about. We don't know how Cooper gets from the spot that he is in when he gets arrested to then what's happening when the bombs drop, right? Obviously, that tanks his career, that tanks his credibility. That's why he's doing appearances at kids' birthday parties, right? But what was the plan? How does Janie get handed over to Barb? How did they end up in the Lucky 38 vault under cryo?
Yeah.
And where does that leave Cooper? Where does he go? How does he turn into a ghoul?
Yeah.
All of that stuff still needs to be stated. And I want to say, like, I think Cooper is I think he's prime ghoul. I think he's the first ghoul. I think he was turned into, I think he was an experiment. I think he ended up getting in the vault with them. I think that he didn't get to go into cryo. Yeah. I think that he was specifically turned into a ghoul and sent out into the wasteland and said, "Go have fun, Mr. Howard." And then that's how his story began. And I don't know who, I think he maybe, came up with the idea for the little, like, the anti-feral juice. Like, basically what it is, it's just a big old concoction of drugs. Like, that's all it is. That's all he's inhaling there. And for ghouls, like, the more radiation and the more drugs and the more crap you pump into your system, the stronger you become and the less feral you are, right? So he came up with that to keep himself alive, and he is the first ghoul. And that's, I think, why he's such a target for the super mutants, right? Is how Ron Perlman's character was talking about how they were so alike. Their Enclave experiments. I think Cooper was turned into a ghoul by the Enclave. That would make so much sense. Mm-hmm. That they kind of had everything in line. He thought he was going to get, put away with his family. Didn't happen. Enclave was like, screw you, dude. You were messing with our plans. We're going to just turn you into a ghoul. See what happens.
It's slowly becoming like the Arrow flashbacks, where it's like you thought it was going one direction and you keep getting more and more and more flashbacks.
Yeah.
This is this is the most interesting part of the show for me, though. Are these flashbacks currently? Like,
yes.
I
would take an entire show just flashbacks, which
is crazy because the other side of the show is like, like desert wasteland, creatures coming around, and I think it's weird that like the kind of the more normal today looking America is the more interesting part of the show.
Yeah.
Which is very fascinating. But yeah, no, I just hope next season kind of balances it a little neater for me. I think that's my one complaint with the show. Just balance it a little bit better. It does feel a lot every week. I think there's, and again, I know it's different for me than it would probably for you, but like, I don't have the like motivation necessarily this season to like, oh, I need to watch Fallout. Like, I love it when I'm watching it. Like when I'm actually sitting down to watch it, I'm enjoying myself. But I don't have the like, oh no, oh, great, it's Wednesday. I get to sit down and watch an episode of Fallout. It's like,
I sat down. I watched this Tuesday night at 9 p.m. on the dot when it came out. I had my food prepped. It was up on the TV. My dad and I sat at the kitchen counter and we watched that whole episode and geeked out about it.
It's great. That's awesome. Yeah. I'll be curious to see kind of, how long the break is in between seasons. Again, if it's a year out, that's, those are good numbers. Those are numbers that I can respect, and hopefully the momentum will pay off. It'll feel better having the like almost 2-year break. I definitely don't think it helped the show in terms of views, in terms of momentum. But yeah, do you have anything else on your notes there?
Yeah, a couple things that we kind of skipped over. Norm, his storyline. The Rad Roaches come out. They kill all the Vault Tech employees except conveniently, what's her face? What's her name?
The good one, right?
Yeah. His friend. I don't know.
I wasn't.
I forget what her name is. So also funny enough, the Rad Roaches in the games are usually like the easiest enemy to kill. apparently. So it's hilarious that they all get torn to shreds by them. I did see a theory that was like, so it's unbelievable, right? So like, how is Norm untouched by them, right? So remember the older ladies that bumped into Lucy, and then they ran into them when they got into the building, right? And they pulled Norm to the side, talked to him, talked about his sister, all that stuff, right? So they gave him some juice, right? Apparently that juice could be like some sort of like rat away for the rad roaches or something like that. So basically, they gave him kind of like this potion,
but not her.
So that he would, yes, but not her. So why did she survive? I don't know, because plots.
I'm not mad about it, but like from a TV point of view, I kind of laughed at that scene because that was like,
yeah, I was like, oh, that's so convenient. I was like, oh, she's gonna be dead too, and then that's gonna give him motivation. But oh no, she's alive as well.
Like he was the only one outside. They all went in there in safety. He happened to get there right at the same time as it went through. They shut the door exactly as they went in. She was on the side safe. I was like, oh, all right, this is a little silly.
He's just like dragging her to safety. Like, where are they going? What's the plan
very
here?
Looney Tunes. Like
I don't know.
That, like Bugs Bunny would have dealt with. Like he would.
It's so funny. It's like his story was so interesting at the beginning of the season, and then it just kind of slowly like faded into the background, and it just didn't feel like much really happened, and I was just kind of uninterested by the end of it.
Does the last several episodes could have been
nothing against him, nothing against the actor or the or the characters there, but it was just to me the most uninteresting part of the show to me.
I need him to reunite with Lucy next season.
I do too.
I want him as part of the main cast.
Well, I think that's where they're all going. I think they're all roads at this point lead to Colorado. Last season, all roads led to Vegas. All roads lead to Colorado. I did see a theory as well that she is possibly Enclave. Is that she's a plant in Vault-Tec by the Enclave. Similar to Steph, but I doubt it. However, the only thing in that favor is that she's being very nice to Norm, with the fact that Norm is Hank's son.
Yeah.
So then she would know to then protect him.
And I mean, they did prove, like they did tease the thing where it's like, well, like you won't even know who's been chipped. Like they won't even know they've been chipped. And I could see that as a twist. I could see that.
I don't think she's necessarily chipped, but I think she's working. She could be working for the Enclave or working for Hank in some semblance of. Yeah, which that again can maybe go into the theory that Lucy and Norm were maybe born before the bombs dropped.
Maybe.
But yeah, that's kind of it on that story. Do you have anything else on that one?
No. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Like I again enjoyed this season. Enjoyed for the most part. Again, I think this was like a good 7 for me in terms of I think if season 1 was like a 9, this would be like a 7. Like still solid, still good. I also just don't think it's helped. I'm watching so many good shows right now. Like this is such a good era for TV. And if this is my least favorite show, then we're cooking. This is great. Like we're in a good era. So
yeah. I got one more thing. I mentioned it earlier. So the post credit scene, the Liberty Prime teaser, right? So the leader of the Brotherhood of Steel is so mad at Maximus that he is reinstating Liberty Prime. Liberty Prime is basically, think about the power armor, but the size of a transformer. Okay. So it's just a big old hulking suit. He throws mini nukes like footballs. Liberty Prime is insane. Okay. If you've got the chance, Darren and chat, if you don't know Liberty Prime, just look up Fallout 4 Liberty Prime. Dude, the thing is insane. It's great. We are in for a wonderful season 3.
I'm looking at something now. he's kind of given Iron Giant a little bit.
Yes, he does look like the Iron Giant. And if you hear him talk, he's like, it's so funny. It's basically like a he's like, I am Liberty Prime. I am here to eradicate all communist forces. Like it's one of those kind of like cheesy robots.
Okay.
He's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. You know what he's given actually? He's giving Ironmonger from the first Iron Man.
Yeah, a little bit.
A bigger.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think we have the budget to pull this off?
Oh, absolutely. And did you see the interview where they said that they want to do it as much practical with him as we can?
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool on them.
Dude, so anyway, Fallout Season 2, again, to be determined whether or not I liked it more. Oh, the Gary Vault. Oh my gosh.
I don't know what that
Maybe. Okay, so there is a vault that literally everybody in the vault's name is Gary. Like, so it's like Gary 1, Gary 2, Gary 3, Gary. Yeah, and there's just like all the Garys. Just like everybody in that vault is named Gary. It is hilarious. But yeah, so to be determined whether or not I like this season more than season 1, I want to watch them now both back to back and see. Okay. But I want to go ahead, play the games for the first time or again, depending on the game. Play through everything, then come back and watch the shows before season 3. That's my plan, is play through everything, and knowing my luck, by the time I play through everything, then that's when the remasters are going to come out. But we'll play through everything, rewatch the shows, see where they stand. But again, I really love this season, but I'm not going to commit to saying it was better or worse than season 1. Yeah. I'm just going to say I really enjoyed it, and recency bias aside. So.
Yes. Yeah, I guess that kind of brings us to the end of the Fallout discussion. We're going to try... I don't know when it'll be up, but I'll definitely be putting up the compilation for season 2 at some point. I think we did a thing for every episode. Maybe.
Oh yeah, we did. I think one week I missed, but we kind of talked about both of them that following week. Yeah. No,
it
was early on. I think it was like 3 and 4 or something like that.
I'm trying to remember why we skipped. There's a reason why we skipped that. I just don't remember at the top of my head.
No, I wasn't here for a week. I think I was stuck at work.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That brings us kind of towards the end of the stream here. I do want to talk a little bit about the future of this show over the next couple of months, because as it stands right now, we don't have any shows to watch currently. As the lineup
see you guys in March.
Now,
bye.
Yeah, no. So we have some discussions. One show we've already talked about. One thing I'll probably pitch right now in person. And obviously we'll have to talk to Ben about. So this is the lineup that I kind of put out a couple weeks ago in our group chat.
Okay.
So obviously last week we did Wonder Man Fallout Penultimate. This week was the Fallout finale. We talked about it last week, but we can officially say next week will be the Shrinking episode. Next week we're going to talk all about Shrinking. We'll talk about season 1, talk about season 2. We'll talk about the new episodes. How many episodes in are we?
So 2 episodes are out currently, so there will be 3 episodes to talk about. Okay. By next week, there's a new one that drops on a Wednesday.
So next week, I think we'll just do Shrinking. The 3 seasons, the 2.5, whatever of stuff to talk about. We'll do that.
Yeah.
And that will be a weekly show for at least the next couple weeks. Once we kind of get into this territory, we'll see, because it's going to get a lot busier. I also want to pitch for these 2 weeks, maybe a Black Mirror. Maybe we could do a couple weeks of Black Mirror, because I don't know if one episode of Shrinking alone can justify an entire episode. And I'm
going to try to go back. So now that I have Apple, I'm going to try to watch Pluribus, and I'm going to try to watch what's the other one? The one that you really like, with the guy from Fallout that's still disappeared. Severance.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to watch those 2 as well.
Cool. But yeah, and again, I'll pitch it to you. If we don't have time, we don't have to do it. But
yeah,
I'll run it by Ben as well. I don't know. I actually don't know if Ben has seen Black Mirror or not. I don't know if we've talked about that. But
we can pick a fun episode then.
Yeah, well, I think last time we did episode 2, I think we just do episode 3, maybe episode 4, and then maybe this week as well, because I know you're not. I'm always positive you're not going to be on the TED train. That's going to be more of a.
Oh, touche, my friend. I do really like TED.
Do you?
I do, yeah. So I've wanted to watch the first. Yeah, so I wanted to watch the first season for a while. I saw so many clips when it first came out. It's absolutely hilarious. And I just never had a chance to sit down and watch it. It's on Peacock?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Me and Ben really liked it. We put it in our S tier of shows.
Yeah, let me make a note. I'll watch it this week. I'll watch
TED
it this
is
week.
one of the funniest ongoing shows of all time.
Yeah, let's do it.
Or not of all time, but right now I think it's my favorite comedy on TV. Like, it's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
We could do School Spirits. We've discussed it. I haven't seen it. Taz hasn't seen it. Ben hasn't seen it. So right now, like, again, I've talked about it, but I think right now we're probably not going to do that. But someday maybe we'll have to bring it to.
You could always watch. You could always watch Sweet Pea, and we could talk about it.
Do we have a date for season 2 for that?
I have no clue, but whenever we do hear about it, we should definitely.
As soon as we do, I will do it for your sake.
Okay.
Making me watch another goddamn serial killer show.
It's Ella Purnell. Come on.
And then, like, even down here, like, you know, like, maybe we'll continue the Black Mirror thing if we're enjoying it enough, or if we have enough. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Like, One Piece is the one. I might delete this. I think because you don't watch One Piece, Ben doesn't watch One Piece. I might just do that on my own. I might just make a separate video just talking about it. And then once we get to here, I'm gonna say right now, if shrinking is still going on at this point, like especially down here, we might have to like.
It might just be like a very like. Well, again, here's the thing. That show is not something that we did talk about for very long. It'll be it'll be shorter than that Muppet section. We'll just be like, oh, good episode this week.
Doesn't it have like deep discussions though? Like I feel like
it does. It does. I
feel like we could get on tangents of like
we could
morality discussions.
Yeah, we definitely could. Knowing us, I'm so excited for you to see it. You've seen none of it, right?
No.
Okay, I'm excited for you to see it.
I'm finishing. Okay, I have 2 Muppet movies. I'm gonna do one a day for the next couple of days. So tomorrow is what, Wednesday? Is that no? Tomorrow's Tuesday.
No, Tuesday.
Finish Wednesday. Thursday, I'll just start it. Which I'm excited. I've heard it's very similar to Ted Lasso, and Ted Lasso is one of my favorite shows.
Oh, I need to watch Ted Lasso as well.
Modern age. That's another one on which is coming back this summer. So that gives
it is coming back. Okay, so
season.
It is going to have more seasons. All right, what were they talking about? My friends that got me into Apple, they were like, "Oh yeah, Ted Lasso's over." I'm like, "What do you mean it's over?"
Well, I mean, it ended. It did. It had its final season. And then about a year after it ended, they're like, "We actually have a new idea that we want to actually do more."
Interesting.
Like it does have kind of it has an ending, but even like the ending kind of like I ended up being like, yeah, we can do more. Like I was like, oh, it'll be back in a couple of years, or like, oh, get a spinoff or something. It's kind of like it's very much a soft reboot though. Like there's a lot of new characters we're going to be introducing. It's kind of a fresher concept than the previous 3. So
okay, interesting.
But yeah, but it did end, and now it's back. Probably one of the shortest like endings to revivals we've ever seen because it ended in 2022.
Oh wow! So it's back pretty quick.
It's back. Yeah. I think it was only off the air for like a year until they announced it.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, a year of Ted and Ted Lasso, which is so funny.
All the Teds.
Ted's amazing. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're gonna call. Do you have something else to say?
But wait, there's more. I've still got my Fallout soda tasting to do.
Oh my goodness, I almost forgot.
I've still got my Fallout soda tasting. So
okay, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
So before we get into it, in the box, look at this. You get a little Vault-Tec bag.
Can we full screen you for this?
Yeah, you can. So in that box of the Jones soda, there's 3 different flavors. You get this little bag. It's got this nice little bottle opener, as you can see here. It's also got magnets on it, so you can stick it to your fridge if you want to. But it's not just any kind of bottle opener. It's a Vault-Tec bottle opener. And it's for screw tops. It's for twist tops. So you don't mess up the cap. Because you don't want to mess up the cap. Because the cap is your money.
Okay.
Will it focus? It doesn't want to focus. So anyway, so you got your little pouch where you put your money in there. All right, and we've got some flavors to try. So first flavor today, we've got the Nuka grape cola. Let's see. This will be the one sip review, and we get to save the bottle cap there as well. You want to see if there's like a star in it. This one is not, so it's just a normal bottle cap. One sip review.
Are we afraid we're going to turn into a roach or a mutant?
No,
or...
I think we're okay. Maybe a ghoul at worst. So it smells like a normal grape soda. Good flavor. Okay. I will say maybe a little more on the cough medicine side than a Fanta grape. But so this is it's decent. I would say solid 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Solid 6 out of 10. All right. So next flavor.
What's next?
We've got the blue, the Nuka-Cola Quantum. Ooh, this one looks fun. So, again, twist top. No blue star. Okay. You win something if you get a blue star. My brother got a couple of them. Like you can enter like a raffle for a giveaway. So I don't know what the flavor on this one. Oh, berry lemonade soda.
Oh, that sounds good. I don't like pop, but that sounds good.
Oh, that's really good. It tastes like I'm drinking a blue Jolly Rancher. I'll give that a solid 7.6.
Cough medicine?
Yeah, better than cough medicine. 7.6. Grape soda's tough. Grape soda's really tough to do.
So we have cough medicine, Jolly Rancher.
Yeah. And then now we've got the one that we've all been waiting for.
Third and final?
Third and final. Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Oh,
that's
boy.
your root beer. I love me a good root beer. So, normal bottle cap again.
Damn.
Add this to my my change collection. Smells good. Who would have thought we'd do a soda review on stream?
We got to add that to our tier list of things that we've reviewed.
Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. I gotta give this like a. Oh my god, that's like a 9.5.
Okay.
9.5 out of 10. Sunset Sarsaparilla. That's the best one. Hands down, 100%. Oh, so very easy. Very easy. So Sunset Sarsaparilla, number one. Then you've got... This is so dangerous. Nuka-Cola Quantum, number 2.
Okay.
We've got cough so many open... 3. Yeah, and then grape cough medicine.
Now, how are you now going to consume these? Are we putting these all back in your fridge and then you slowly get to them?
Well, here's the question. Can you Ooh, look at that. I can kind of put the tops back on.
What?
Wow, look at that. Will they stay carbonated? Absolutely not. But I'm going to definitely employ my dad to help me with these.
Nice.
Because I am not drinking 3 sodas in one night. Back to back to back. I will be finishing that Sunset Sarsaparilla, though. Okay. That is mine. Right. But yeah, there we go. We got our little flavor tasting. 1 sip reviews for everything. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, glad that we were able to do that.
We'll let you know next week if he turns into some kind of super mutant or hybrid or just killer. Maybe you turn into that woman from episode 1 or 2 with the flea soup.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that That'll be you by next week, my friend. But anything you want to shout out, promo Taz? Anything you want to
know
about?
I think that's about it. I mean, I'm gonna try to chop some of this up into videos, hopefully later on this week. Put out just my soda review as its own thing, as well as maybe combine some things that we talked about here for the finale for Fallout. But yeah, just wanted to say thank you guys for sticking with us throughout all of the Fallout episodes. Thank you for letting me take over a couple times throughout all this as well. Had a lot of fun there, and excited for the next era of the After the Credits live stream.
We very fewly have like a complete fresh start. Like usually it's like a show ends this week and a couple weeks later the next one ends and like we're in between.
Yeah,
it's been a while since we have nothing on, right? Like we have not started anything. We're starting completely fresh next week.
Yeah.
Again, we're talking Shrinking. We're doing some Black Mirror, and then as we slowly get to March. Get ready. It's going to be a crazy couple months. Like, legitimately, I think these next couple months are going to be some of the craziest of the show's history.
Oh, it's going to be insane.
This, I think, is the craziest lineup we've had in at least a long time, if ever. Like, there's a point where I'm like, I don't know how we're going to cover it all. Like, there's going to be a point where we will have no pre-ramble at the start. We'll just have to do shows.
Oh, no, dude, these are going to... The Daredevil and Invincible streams are going to be like 3 hours.
There's a point where we're going to have Daredevil, Invincible, The Boys, and Darth Maul.
Oh my gosh. We're going to have to speed run some of that stuff. We're going to have to figure out what's most important that week.
Yeah.
I know I'm not going to be caught up with The Boys by that point.
The Boys you're not, so, Which that's what, Ben is a massive The Boys fan. So like we'll cover The Boys.
Nice.
You're also like we're also not that big on Star Wars, so we can like. So
that's kind of transition there. Yeah. So maybe like you guys can start with The Boys, especially for nights where like maybe I don't get off of work until a little bit later. You start with The Boys. I pop in here, talk a little Star Wars, and then we finish off with everything else.
Yeah, maybe I'll start like 30 minutes earlier or something.
Yeah,
do The Boys then or something.
Yeah, that'd work.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But yeah, guys. Did you do your shout out stuff yet of like what you're working on? You did that. Okay.
Yep.
Go check out his stuff. Stuff from us or me this week, I should say. I mean, we'll be back with the show next week again. Shrinking, Black Mirror, new Pipeline Thursday. Me and Taj talked about High School Musical for about 2 hours. It was amazing. It was fun. Go check that out. If you want more of the Muppets conversation, I'm filming a Muppets themed episode on Thursday, talking through the movies, and that'll be out in a couple weeks. We got the Endgame episode coming up here shortly as well in a couple weeks time. Fun stuff ahead, fun stuff on the channel. I should hopefully get back to filming Dispatch soon. I love the game, but I've been doing it for like 2.5 months and I need to just finish it. It's driving me crazy. And then move on. But yeah, without further ado, everybody, check y'all later. Have a great one.